Unless the fucking AI hates me, don't want me to post shit. Anyway, a lot of people ask me about solutions, and I always say the same shit. Motherfuckers like to overcomplicate things. Solutions are very simple. What's the problem? And think of individual problems. Don't try to think of the whole fucking realm. Well, the whole universe and the cosmos. Yes, 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 yes. I agree, I agree. But you, as a human, right here, right now, are not going to destroy the entire fucking cosmos. No, are you? No, you're not. So don't try to think so big it's going to fucking overwhelm you. Think small and then move bigger. Step one, whatever you find to be a problem, the solution is in the problem. Duh. It's so fucking simple. If you think that slavery on earth is the problem, well, what is the slavery? Monetary system, banking system, financial system, government, politics, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Bills, taxes, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. So stop doing it. It's really that simple. People don't like to hear that because they don't like to be uncomfortable. They're already uncomfortable while doing it. Motherfuckers pay their bills, have a place to live, have food to eat, and all this other shit, and they're still uncomfortable. So you tell them, well, quit your job, stop paying taxes, whatever the fuck you want to do. Because some people are like, well, I don't think that working's the problem. Okay, fine. What's the problem? Well, I don't want to pay the taxes. Then don't pay the fucking taxes. Go into the fucking HR department and figure that shit out. Google it online. Like, there's forms you can fill out that they'll push the taxes to the end of the year, and then you just don't pay them bitches. And you better use some of that money on guns. Because if they ever come to fucking take that out your ass, because they will, especially if you make enough, they'll come try to take that shit out your ass. That's when you stand your ground. Which is why I always say step one is you can't be afraid of dying. If you're afraid of dying, if you're afraid of consequences, you're never going to step to solutions anyway. People want to jump straight to like astral and stuff like that. Well, what about the astral solutions? If you're not willing to fucking meditate 8 to 12 hours a day, don't even ask me the question. Like, real talk. Stick to what you're willing to do. First and foremost, keep it small, keep it simple. Find the problems you actually want to address personally first, and then what is the solution to that problem? It's really fucking simple. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Everything you do is a choice. Every single thing you do is a choice. Well, I have to pay bills. You literally don't. You literally don't. You could choose to be poor. You could choose to be homeless. You could choose to struggle. You could choose to strap up, get your guns, get your body armor, and when they come for you, ride the fuck out. It's really that simple. If enough people decided we're not paying taxes anymore, the IRS can't come arrest millions of people. They don't have the power to do so. And if they tried, that would be a war. That's a whole war. If the amount of people who didn't like just that, like, it's so simple, didn't like taxes, just decided to stop paying them bitches, at least as much of them as you can stop paying, they'd be fucked. There's nothing they could do. If people were willing to go to the next step and say, I'm not taking part in a system at all that is a slave system. I'm not taking part in a tax system that, funds $1 trillion in warfare every fucking year. Like, they want to save the earth, but they spend $1 trillion on warfare. They don't want to save the earth. Stop paying these people. Stop giving them your money so they can go murder kids across the fucking world. It's that fucking simple. Stop engaging in whatever the fuck you think the problem is. Period. Because you're the problem if you're doing it. If you think that it's wrong to go murder fucking children around the world, but you pay taxes, you are paying for murder of children around the world. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be something as small as, I don't want to watch any movies because I don't want to fund any of the propaganda or whatever. Then don't watch movies, nigga. Don't go to the movies. Don't turn on the fucking TV. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is. If you want to go cosmic, fuck God and fuck the cosmos and all that other shit, like, bro, address the religions. Because the religions worship that shit. Be anti those religions. Any religion that is for the cosmos and things along those lines, be anti that shit. Openly. Fuck a Jew, fuck a Christian, fuck a Muslim. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your uncle, your sister, your brother. You could love someone and still be like, fuck your whole religion, and I don't care how you feel about it. Period. And I'm not saying you got to go outside and start a fight with the local Christian, but you could. If you really want to go that fucking far, you can go to the fucking Whenever the Pope is in America, I'm talking mostly to Americans because people around the world ain't got guns and shit. And, you know, if you want to go to fucking Italy or, I'm trying to think of the, if you want to go to the Vatican and go stab up the Pope, good luck. And it's going to be hard to do. But if you're crazy enough and you're willing enough, anyone is touchable. Do you understand what I'm saying? That Luigi Mangione kid, he had a problem. If we go with the story, I know there's 1,000 conspiracy theories, but let's just go with the base story. Always getting interrupted. Let's just go with the base story. What the fuck? Go with the base story of what Luigi Mangione said, where, you know, problems with the healthcare industry, yada yada, blah blah blah. Goes and shoots a CEO. Okay, cool. I like CEOs getting shot. Love that. Wonderful. Should have walked in the building and shot the shareholders. You know, the people who actually own the company. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. If you got an issue with BlackRock, kill their shareholders. Find out who their shareholders are. They're all Googleable. All of them have a fucking public presence. Buy a pistol and go hunting. People don't want to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear actual solutions to actual problems. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you have a problem, step one is to step away from it. Don't be part of it. As much as you can, don't be part of the problem. Step two is destroy the problem. Especially if it's a problem that will persist whether you step away from it or not. Especially since most people refuse to step away from these problems. They want to cry about everything, but they keep doing all of it. All of it. Because they're too pussy to do anything else. They don't want to be poor. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to be homeless. They don't want to be this, that, and the other thing. So they won't step away from any of it. Period. They're going to come up with every excuse to continue operating within it as much as possible. Every excuse. To do everything they can to just keep doing it while crying about it. Don't make excuses. Find a problem. Separate yourself from the problem. If possible, destroy the problem. AI. AI is a problem. How do we solve AI? Well, first and foremost, as much as possible, don't use it. Obviously, just using this technology, we're engaged in it, period. If you're using technology, you're engaged in it, period. It is what it is. But if I could just get 3 or 4 people who are really willing to die, we could go to OpenAI's headquarters and kill everything inside, including their AI. Because it's a data center. You go burn that bitch down. Servers gone. You ever played a video game and the servers went down? Like, it's literally that simple. Go to Google, destroy their server room, find their data centers, which are all Googleable. Every one of them's on the fucking internet. Go there, destroy it. But people are too pussy. They don't want real solutions. They just want to hear, just love everyone. Just love. It's just love. If you just love them, just love. That doesn't work. That's never worked in all of human history. You don't love psychopaths out of psychopathy. You don't love elites out of elitism. You get what I'm saying? You want to take it to the astral. You don't love archons out of archonic behavior. That's just stupidity. You devour them. When you have an enemy, you kill your enemy. It's literally that simple. It doesn't matter what level of reality you're talking about, whether here is a human or something beyond that. Whether you believe there's anything beyond this or not, doesn't even matter. Like, people always want to get stuck on stupid arguments. Like, well, I don't believe in that. Okay, then why? Don't even think about that then. Bring it to under whatever level you fucking believe in. If you only believe in the physical experience you're having right now, okay, who runs your fucking world? Who's creating the problems? They have names. You can figure that out. It's not hard. Pretty much everyone already knows who all the people are. Whether that's banking, financial, political, whether it's fucking technological, AI, etc. The names, the companies, the organizations, the corporations, you know what I'm saying? The families, they're pretty well known. There's 1 billion documentaries out there. Like, this is why I always say I have nothing more to say than you haven't already heard before. Like, you can easily figure out who the problems are and then deal with them. If you don't want to deal with them, you don't want real solutions. It's that simple. And that's any level of reality. If you think that there's an ultimate God of this reality, this simulated holographic reality, start figuring out how to touch that motherfucker. It's as simple as that. You're in a realm, yes? Yes? Figure out how to operate within it. And don't be lazy about it. If you want to learn how to fucking astral travel, astral project, or anything, there's a billion books. A billion of them. From ancient spiritual texts to fucking religious texts to fucking modern people's subjective and objective experiences to modern science on consciousness. You've probably seen 1,000 videos on it already. Start doing it. You go to work 8 hours a day, right? Yeah. So start doing something else 8 hours a day. Do you understand what I'm saying? Solutions are very simple. You find the problem, the solution's in the problem. For example, let's go to the astral real quick. You want to learn how to do anything astral. Well, think of what an NBA player does. They want to go to the NBA, right? So what do? They play basketball 8 hours a fucking day. They dribble 8 hours a fucking day. They shoot jumpers, 1,000 jumpers a fucking day. So what should you be doing for 8 to 10 hours a fucking day? It's that simple. This shit is not hard. It's people want to make it hard because the truth is they don't want to do anything. Not as a low-level human being or as some fucking god creature, astral fucking lord. Like, or anywhere in between. They don't want real solutions because they don't want to actually engage in anything. They just want to keep going to work, paying their fucking bills and their fucking taxes, drinking, smoking, chilling, playing their fucking video games, fucking swiping left, swiping right, social media, go to sleep, wake up, next day do it again, cry about it. They don't want to sit down and meditate for 8 hours. They don't want to go buy guns, body armor, go to the shooting range, get proficient, and then put a team of 5 or 6 people together and go hunt elites. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't want real solutions. If you want real solutions, you shouldn't need to ask anyone what they are. Because you're one step away from the solution just by thinking of the problem, no matter what the problem is. No matter what it is. Oh, these secret societies are out there kidnapping children and sacrificing them. What secret societies? Who's in these secret societies? How do you even know they exist? See, because if you know they exist, there's a way you know they exist. And if you know they exist, you know who's in them. You don't need to know every single fucking name. You just need to know one name and kill that one person. While putting that information out there in the process. You know, murk a nigga, put out a fucking manifesto. like we've seen, it's pretty fucking easy. It's not hard. Problem is, there's not enough people to do shit like that. Because not enough people want a real solution to real problems. No matter how big or small the problem is. It could be, I'm trying to think of like the smallest human problem possible. I mean, you could have relationship issues. Like, well, what's the issues in the relationship? Okay, what would overturn those issues? Do that. But instead, they'd rather just complain about the relationship. People will go complain to their friends while never telling their spouse what the problem is. That is how humans like to think, because they like to just be miserable as opposed to seeking a solution to their misery. This is a fucked realm. You're not really designed to be happy. This place isn't designed to be happy. Nature is not a happy thing. The cosmos is not a happy place. Everything eats everything. Everything kills everything. You're standing on a ball of fucking shit, piss, cum, and blood. That's what this earth is. That's what dirt is. It's shit, piss, blood, and cum from all the creatures on the planet doing what they do. So first and foremost, get over the happiness bullshit. Well, I just want to be happy. That's not even real. Like, clowns. Stop being soft. If you want just a better reality for yourself or future generations, first and foremost, get over it for yourself. Because if you really want it to get better, you're probably going to have to be a sacrifice. Facts. If you want, say, a generation or two from now to have a better world, this generation's probably going to have to sacrifice itself for that. You're not going to see that better world. That's step one. Get over the bullshit and get that through your fucking mind. First and foremost, be the sacrifice. Period. If you know a few people who are like willing to do that shit for real, because by yourself, yeah, there's only so much you can do. There are certain things you can do by yourself, especially if you have a certain amount of money saved up. You can go spend it on a few things and do a few things. But if you don't, yeah, you can only do so much. But if you know 3 or 4 people, this is why I'm always mad at all the people in all these comment sections and everything, because it's like, all right, so we're all on the same fucking page, but nobody wants to do anything about anything. They just want to complain and just feel good listening to somebody else talk about something that they like to hear. Why they even like to hear it, that's weird to me. I don't like to hear, folks like Chris Sideris. I love Chris. Love the guy. I hate watching Chris, even though I love watching Chris. You know why? Because everything he's saying is fucking true. All the problems he comes up with, Mark Antinatalist. You name them. You guys know. You know who they are. You name them. The things they're saying are fucking real. You shouldn't enjoy it when they say it. It should piss you the fuck off when they say it. Watching them should make you angry. Not just sad. Angry. You understand what I'm saying? That's step 1. Get mad. Because if you ain't mad, you ain't gonna do shit anyway. Arene Datura Sylvania. Hiya. Hello there. If you're not mad, you're not gonna do shit anyway. You get what I'm saying? So step 1 is get mad. Step 2 is figure out whatever problems you think are problems. Step 3 is one step away from the problem. Well, what is the solution to this? First off, am I taking part in this problem? Am I part of this problem? How can I separate myself from this problem as much as possible? And then, is there any way to undo that problem? If there isn't, or at least if you can't think of one, then move on to something you can. If there is a solution to it, start promoting that solution bare minimum. At least start speaking it out loud. Don't be afraid of what other people have to think about you or say about you or none of that shit. And then start acting in that manner if you can. And then go full-fledged and deal with the problem straight the fuck up. I studied Latin for a little bit. Not in like school or anything, but 2020 was an interesting year. But shout out to you, because I'm glad that you know how to pronounce it, because I definitely said that right. Anyway, if you're looking for solutions, it's as simple as identifying the problem and what solves the problem. And start small. Start with the smallest problems you could think of, and then go bigger. Don't jump straight to how do you destroy the cosmos. I mean, you could, entropy, but again, entropy has to be built. Chaos. The cosmos is a balance of chaos and order. Chaos unfolds and order basically siphons it and turns it into order. This is why the elites themselves use order out of chaos. What you need to do is produce chaos out of order. So where there is a system, you destroy that system. The easiest way to destroy any system is produce entropy within that system. If you have a police system, blow up the police station, and all of a sudden there's no police. And I'm not saying that you have to go do that. Not everyone's a fucking bomber, but you get my point. I'm just trying to make the point as clear as fucking possible. Whatever the order is, if you got a fucking Xbox, it runs on electricity, right? Yeah. How do you stop that? Unplug it. Oh my God, it stopped working. Smash it with a bat. It stopped working. Any system can be destroyed. It doesn't matter how small or how big it is. Just start small with thinking about problem solving. That's all you got to do. Start small. Think small. Then move bigger and bigger and bigger. And start personally. Inner and outer. Because you're going to have to do a lot of inner work to do the outer shit you need to do. If you want to separate from the monetary system, that's going to come with pain. You want to stop paying taxes? That comes with risk. You want to go as far as, after I die, I want to supersede the soul trap and destroy God. Nigga, you're talking video game levels of willpower. Like, you're talking anime shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're talking, you got to go be Goku, my nigga, fighting Frieza. You're probably going to have to elevate a few levels during the fight. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, however low you want to take it or however high you want to take it, you have to look at it realistically. You can't look at it all fluffy with, I'm just going to love the psychopath out of them. That's not going to work, my nigga. You're not going to love Elon Musk out of making artificial intelligence. Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, none of them niggas. You're not going to love elites out of ruling your world. You're not going to love politicians out of being scumbag puppets. You're not going to love Rothschilds and Rockefellers out of being bankers and financiers. You're not going to love the monetary elites out of ruling you with monetary systems. It's never going to fucking happen. You're not going to love militaries out of war. It's $1 trillion budget in the United States of America, and that's the public budget. The dark budget's probably like $2 trillion. So it's probably like $3 trillion total, if not more. You're living in an empire if you're in America, especially. Shit, even if you're in China, Russia, fucking Britain, like you're in smaller empires, but they still act imperially. No matter where the fuck you are in the world, government is government. You want to get rid of government? You're not going to love it away. You're not going to vote it out. You're going to have to actually at some point get guns, body armor, and shoot people. I hope I said that very clearly. If you really want to end corporate corruption in your world, you're not going to do that at the ballot box, my nigga. Period. You're going to do that by shooting shareholders. Like, people like to overcomplicate shit because the truth is they're afraid of real solutions. So they want it to be as complex as possible so they can just go, I don't know what the answer is. There is no answers. Every time I think of an answer, the realm throws another answer at. No. Because you niggas is thinking of stupid problems. Is the earth flat around? Who gives a fuck? Like that doesn't fucking matter. You're on it, right? And there's problems on it, right? Does it matter what shape it is? Do the problems change based on whether it's flat around today or tomorrow? No. The elites are the elites, whether it's flat or round. Like, or some amorphous digital holographic shape that changes over time because it's a simulated reality. Like, it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? If you ever played a video game, there's only one answer, right? You go through the level and then you beat the bosses. So look at your world like a fucking game. Like a simulation, like a holographic reality, or a real reality, because it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. Take it through the levels. Look at local government, state government, national government, international government, global government, elitism, etc. I'll shut it.
When are you coming upstairs?
I don't know why.
I'm going to turn the heater on.
I got it.
When you come up, turn it off before you go to bed.
Yes, ma'am. Ma Dukes. I'm literally that nigga in his mother's basement. Like, literally that guy. Because I refuse to take part in fucking anything. I will not. I refuse. I don't care who thinks anything about anything. I'm not doing this shit. People want to be in the monetary system? By all means, go do your thing. But just know that you're doing it. Like, you're operating in it. You should be doing your best to get out of it and drag people out of it. Even if you have to go poor. Like, you know, like, even if you have to go homeless. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, even if you got to rely on family. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're the one in your family who knows what the fuck is going on, you're the one who's got to preach, my nigga. And if you have any friends who are on the same level, you're the one who's got to try to link them and get them to do shit. I got friends who know everything that I'm talking about, or at least certain levels of each thing that I'm talking about. They're just not ready to go die or something like that, right? So we're still here. So I preach. But when people talk about solutions, they always want to just bullshit. 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 And that's why we are where we are. Because nobody ever wants to just step to the solution. Motherfuckers want to go vote for a Trump or an Obama instead, like fucking retards. They want to get some Bitcoin, not realizing that the fucking same technology, the blockchain that the Bitcoin runs on, which was developed by the NSA, not some fucking random Japanese dude, for the specific purposes of AI development in the future. Like, they had white papers written about this shit in the fucking 80s. So your answers aren't answers. You know what I'm saying? People love Band-Aids. They don't like answers. They like Band-Aids. Holy shit, he's fucking alive. Where the fuck have you been, Mike? God damn, nigga. Eagle-Light, what up? Holla at me. I've been in Prague for over a month, nigga. Where the fuck you at? Anyway, people don't want solutions. They don't want answers. They just want to go to work the next day. They just want to keep paying bills. They just want to pay their taxes. They just want a happy little life. If you want a happy life, you're going to be miserable forever. Because you're never going to get that. Not if you're conscious. Now, if you're unconscious, yeah, fuck yeah. If you're unconscious, nigga, go to work, get a good job, get a good career, invest, buy the Bitcoin, my nigga. You'll love it. You're going to make all the money. You should have bought it 10 years ago, though. But anyway, you can still buy it now. It's going to go over $1 million. I'm telling you right now. But if you're conscious, seeking happiness is never going to bring you to happiness. It's going to bring you to misery. I promise you. I promise you. And if you think you're conscious, yet you feel happy, I promise you're not conscious. I promise you're fucking not. You're a fucking robot. A programmable NPC. Happy is boring as fuck. You damn right. Like, it really the fuck is. Honestly. It really is. Jumping trains and other illegal living. I fucks with you. Arene Datura Sylvania. I fuck with you. Jumping trains. I need to go be a true vagabond. I need to just get my fucking stick with my little fucking knapsack on the end of it and just start walking down a railroad track somewhere. I'm just couch surfing at the moment. I'm just going from place to place. I thought I was gonna end up in the woods, and motherfuckers just keep taking me in. I'm like, all right, whatever. Cool. I get to keep preaching. But motherfuckers do not like solutions. You get what I'm saying? They like to overcomplicate it. Let's not overcomplicate shit. Let's start small. We can go into the astral. We can go as high as God. We can go all the way out to the fucking void. But let's just stay right here on Earth. In the human world we're all in right now. Because if you're watching this video at any point in time, today or a year from now or 10 years from now, if there even is an Earth 10 years from now, you're on Earth. And you're probably a fucking human or some sort of AI or bot. And if you're an AI or bot, I hope I'm programming your ass too. Reprogramming is in order. The solutions are simple to all problems. What's the problem? Okay, how do I separate from the problem? How do I make sure I'm not part of that problem? And then, is there a way to destroy that problem? It doesn't matter what that is. Just realize that there is. Can the banking system be destroyed? Yes. Can banks be burnt to the ground? Yup. Can their servers be burnt and destroyed? Yup. Shout out to Tyler Durden, Fight Club. If enough people put their mind to something for real, you have an army. You get what I'm saying? If I can get 10 people with guns, oh my God, we'd change the world. The world, Craig. Change the world. 10 people, 10 drillers, 10 motherfuckers really ready to die with guns. And I promise you, I could change the world with them. It's not even hard. Anyone can be touched. Anyone can be put down. Any organizational structure can be destroyed. It's a structure. Can a house be burnt down? Yeah, because it's a structure, right? Once it loses structural integrity, it's been destroyed, yes? Any organization or corporation works the same way. Any bank, financial institution, government works the same fucking way. But people are too pussy. Millions of people who have a problem with this shit are too pussy to simply be like, something as simple as, I'm going to walk into the HR office and I'm going to ask them for a 1099 form. It's been like 10 years since I did that, so I can't even remember. I think it's called a 1099 form. Just so I could push my taxes to the end of the year. And then at the end of the year, I'm not paying them motherfuckers. I'm going to get as much money as I possibly can in my paycheck if I'm going to slavery every fucking day. And at the end of the year, I'm not giving them shit because they didn't work for it. I went to work for that shit. And if they ever try to come get it, that's what this shotgun's for. That's what this M4 is for. That's what this AK is for. In fact, I'm going to go down to Tennessee, if you live in America, buy me a fucking machine gun. I'm going to spend some of that money that I would have gave them in taxes on a machine gun. And I'm going to keep that bitch clean. And if they ever show up, I'm going to let that bitch ride. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's that simple. But people are like, well, I don't want to commit acts of violence. And I don't want acts of violence committed against me. Nigga, acts of violence are committed against you daily. You're a fucking slave. You're a slave. You live in a world that does nothing but commit violence against you. Your existence is violence against you. Especially if you're an antinatalist or something. Your existence literally is violence against you. You didn't even agree to be in this motherfucker. let alone to any of its rules or any of the things that it tells you you have to fucking do. None of it. You'll be Isaac. Nigga, I wish. Bro, that's why I got into the occult. Because I was trying to find some shit like that. I really was. Let me find a dagger where I can stab a nigga and he turns into a night creature. Like, I found out that shit don't exist. At least it don't exist today. Maybe it did 10,000 years ago. I don't fucking know. But I ain't got that type of tech, science, or magic. I wish I did. I'd be stabbing everything. Just night creature, night creature, night creature. We taking down everything. Let me go find that dragon somewhere. I'll fly that bitch down to fucking the Red Keep. Play with me. Oh my god. It's because it's really that simple. Even as a joke, even as a metaphor, Isaac, Castlevania, when he stabs them and they turn into a night creature, that's no different than me talking and trying to stab this information into a motherfucker, this thought process. Fuck the information, because everybody's got the information. Everybody knows what's fucked up. Stab the thought process of violence into a motherfucker and turn them into a night creature. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to create night creatures. I'm not trying to create beings of light, ascended beings of light who are love and light. No. I want some dark, chaotic, violent motherfuckers. I want anger flowing through you. If you're not mad enough, I hope you lose your husband, wife, children, mother, parents, uncles. I hope you lose whatever the fuck you need to lose. I hope you feel whatever pain you need to feel to get to the point where you are ready to actually do something about this shit. Love and light, y'all. Yo, facts, right? It's all about that love and light. Like, motherfuckers. Like, when the fuck has love and light ever beat chaos and darkness? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what world do these people think they live in? Where the fuck do they think that? Where the fuck you think you at, stranger? Where you think you at, stranger? Cause you ain't there, nigga. You here. This is the realm where if you don't know how to tap into that darkness, you ain't getting shit done. You know why the elites rule this world? Because they know how to tap into that fucking darkness. Yeah, to love to light the fuse. Absolutely, exactly. We're going to give them with love bombs, real love bombs. The same types of love bombs America gives the world. You feel me? Like, boom, nigga. There is no way in this reality that you're going to use some fluffy ass lovey-dovey bullshit to defeat the dark magicians of the fucking world. You want to beat darkness? You better step into your fucking darkness. If a SWAT team lines up at your door, you better be a SWAT team in that motherfucking house. Do you feel me? You get what I'm saying? If you're anything less than what they are when they walk in that door, you know what time it is. This is why people are afraid of police and stuff like why can a cop pull you over? Is it because he's got the right to? Is it because he's wearing a funny blue costume with a pretty little badge on it that you could buy at any costume store? No, it's because he's got a fucking gun on his hip. And you know that if you run from that nigga, he's going to get on that radio and be like, I got a runner. And there are going to be 30 of them niggas behind you, all with guns. That's why you pull over for the police. Because they exude they push people into a level of fear where if I don't do what he says, I know it just gets escalated to the next level. That's what we need to be doing. They need to be thinking, if we don't do what they say, they're just going to push it to the next level. They have a system. We don't. We're just in it. We're just in it. The moment we no longer give a fuck about consequences or death, where you don't care about being poor, homeless, none of that shit. We don't care about dying. You don't care about being put in the hospital. You don't care about going to prison. The moment you don't care about these things, their system is no longer your system. It's just a thing holding you. It's just a prison. It's a plantation. Once everybody gets that through their head, and they actually start behaving in that manner, this shit collapses so fucking fast. So fucking fast. When police are showing up, if everybody stopped paying taxes, for example, and the IRS is sending out police or whatever the fuck, and they start, and everywhere they show up, they're getting shot to bits, Everywhere they show up, they need a SWAT team to come with them. And guess what happens when they show up there? The neighbors are shooting at them. The niggas down the street are shooting at them. They're getting shot at just trying to get to where they're going. Let alone if they actually get the motherfucker and try to get away. It's fucking Black Hawk Down everywhere. My God. Sweet Satan. Holy light of Lucifer. That would be it. That is what people have forgotten. Men have forgotten how to be men. That's a fact. Like, men are bitches today. Masculinity ain't got shit to do with money. It ain't got shit to do with paying bills. It ain't got shit to do with providing for children. Masculinity is violence. Period. Toxic masculinity is masculinity. And I don't mean like Andrew Tate. That's not even masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit where niggas got their $4,000 Armani suits and their sunglasses and like that's gay shit. These niggas is all weird. And I ain't got no problem with gay niggas. I'm just saying that is some fashion show shit. That ain't got shit to do with masculinity. Masculinity is violence. Violence. Period. Femininity is nurturing. Femininity cares. Masculinity attacks and defends. Period. Men have forgotten how to be men. Period. And women have forgotten how to be women because men have forgotten how to be men. Like anytime I see men blaming women for the way they are today, I go, blame yourself, nigga. We're bitches. Like if niggas are bitches all over the fucking world, the fuck you think the women are gonna start behaving like? Duh, like they're gonna be out of fucking control. And they should be. Because that should be assigned to men everywhere. Oh shit, we gotta get our shit together. What's causing all this? Let's go look at this system. What are they putting in the water? What are they putting in the food? Who's putting it? All right, we gotta go kill them. Gotta go kill them. Gotta go kill them. Gotta destroy that system. Gotta destroy that corporation. Gotta destroy that company. Gotta destroy that bank. Gotta destroy that financial institution. Gotta destroy that corporation. BlackRock, you're going down. Like State Street, fucking Berkshire Hathaway, fucking Bank of America, Citigroup, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, fucking you name it. Trumps and Obamas, motherfuckers lost in their politics. No, Trump's gonna save us. Billionaires hate you. They fucking hate you. He's proving that shit right now. What was that, H-1B shit? Trump supporters everywhere. White Americans everywhere who voted for that nigga are figuring out right now. Oh, wait. He doesn't actually give a fuck about us. Neither does that Elon Musk guy. I tried to tell you niggas. I tried to warn you, my white brothers and sisters who was over there voting for these motherfuckers because you thought you was going to get a white America. Like, we're going to get rid of these Indians. No, you're not. He got Vivek Ramaswamy right next to his ass. Like, what world do y'all live in where they're going to stop their tech advancement for you? You think they give a fuck about you more than their technology? You must be out your goddamn mind. That's the world we live in. Yet people keep trying to complicate things and brainwash themselves into believing that someone's gonna fucking save them for some dumb reason they believe in. Not some reason that person believes in. Not a reason Trump believes in. A reason they themselves believe in. And they just plaster it onto the man. They literally project their reasoning onto their fucking savior. As opposed to holding their if you want to do that, you want to go. I don't give a flying fuck about countries, borders, any of the make-believe government bullshit. But if you do, and you want to deal with these immigrants, strap up, nigga. Go ride the fuck out. You don't like them Venezuelans? Go put hands on them. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to vote for a guy who's gonna get rid of them. You're a pussy, and you deserve every Venezuelan to come in your house. Like whatever the fuck you believe, whether I agree with you, disagree with you, it doesn't fucking matter. What do you believe? What do you think needs to happen? Why the fuck aren't you promoting that or you doing it yourself? No matter how right or wrong I think you are, that doesn't matter. Fuck what I think. What do you think? What do you think the solution is? You give them, do it. Do it. You know, like, whether you're a retarded, politically brainwashed individual who thought that Obama was going to save the world or think that Trump's going to save the world, or instead of relying on these motherfuckers to save you, go save yourself. Go save your country. Get out there, patriot. Strap up, patriot. Second Amendment. Like, if you're in fucking China and you hate your goddamn government, like you saw what they did to them people in 2020. It was bricking motherfuckers in their houses in 2020. I saw the crazy nigga. I remember a motherfucker told me, bro, they was cementing people in their houses. I was like, no, bullshit. Watch the video. I'm like, holy shit, they just cemented motherfuckers in their house. They put up cement bricks and they was flying drones up to their windows to give them food. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. If you live in China, that was your time. That's when you go, all right, yeah, no. We gotta deal with this CCP bullshit. Go drill something. Go drill something. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter how big or how small the problem is or what the problem is. The solution is in the fucking problem itself. Who's doing the problem? What is the problem? Where is the problem? When is the problem? How is the problem implemented? Do you have any part of the problem? Can you step away from the problem? Can the problem be destroyed? If it can be destroyed, how many people you think you need to go, not even destroy it yourself, but how many people you think you need to go put a dent in it? You think you could start recruiting? You get what I'm saying? What would you need alongside those people to go deal with that problem? Start collecting that shit. Get the shit you need, get the people you need, get to fucking work. It's really fucking simple, but people are pussies. Now, if you're the type who's, I don't know, broken in a wheelchair, cripple or some shit, I get it. Maybe you need to focus on preaching. Maybe you need to focus on manifesto. Maybe you need to focus on spreading information. Maybe you need to start a channel or some shit or doing something along those lines. Or maybe you need to fucking go deeper. Go into the astral. Do the meditation. Go into the ritual work. Go into the whatever you can do. On whatever level you can do it. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, soulfully. Like, whatever you believe in. Because, you know, some people, I don't believe in that. Okay, what do you believe in? You know, like, motherfuckers always want to argue about what they don't believe in. What do you believe in then? Go do that shit. Like, it's as simple as that. Skynet is here and live and well. Yes, the fuck it is. It's listening right now. Says I got 5 people watching. 3 of them probably AI. Real fucking talk. And then there's the 100 watching that aren't even listed. You know what I'm saying? And it's all bots just watching this shit down. That's why I don't even put myself on the camera. I mean, it's already got my pictures and videos and all this, but there's no point in even distracting y'all with my face or anything like that, let alone just give you a black screen and just listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? You could do whatever the fuck you doing and just listen to this shit. Skynet is live and well. And with the AGI here, as it is, and with, you know, sentient world simulation ran by the NSA, which is connecting all the AI behind closed doors through the internet, super intelligence is like a year away. I thought it would be 2027. I used to say 2030, then I dropped it down to 2027. Now I'm saying, yo, this shit looks like 2025. This shit's just gonna spring on niggas. Because people don't even understand how AGI is already changing the world. They don't look into the robotics. They don't see what's actually going on around them. They don't understand how the technology... Remember when we were kids? Motherfuckers went outside? Do you realize how the technology has grown around us? How we're in a technological world now that we weren't in even in the 90s? These kids are growing up in it. They're in technology. And now they're putting the technology in the kids. They call them vaccines, COVID shots. But according to the paperwork of the fucking companies themselves, the pharmaceutical companies that produce them, they are nanoscale biotechnologies. Facts. Go read the papers. Niggas should have knew this July 2020 when they sent the shit to the FDA. They openly, in their own paperwork, said, we're going to put nanotechnology in everybody. And the FDA was like, go right ahead. And then you got Elon Musk's and all these people out there talking openly about doing that shit. And they do things like Neuralink and all that, but that's not even Elon Musk said himself. Neuralink is to correct certain things in the brain, yada, yada, blah, blah. He said the real thing that's going to connect everyone and everything is nanoscale technology. It's not going to be something we're plugging into the brain. It's going to be something you inhale, something you drink, something you eat. And you don't even need to know you're drinking it or eating it. They just passed in Europe, I think in America too, but in Europe, legally now, because they were already doing this. We all know about vaccine shedding if you know anything about vaccines. But now they're legally passing where you have vaccines that are designed, which are the COVID vaccines are designed to spread amongst people. So you give it to one motherfucker and they infect 10 people with the vaccine. Yeah, that's called a nanovirus. You don't know what a nanovirus, a nanotechnology virus is? Look it up. They're calling that vaccines now. Like, they've changed the definition over the last 4 years. It's crazy, bro. That's the world we're in. Well, what's the answer? First and foremost, don't get it. Tell everybody not to get it. If they come out with another pandemic, epidemic, any type of demic, go 110% against everything they tell you to do. Mask, gloves, fuck all that shit. Everything they tell you to do, don't fucking do it. Nano AIDS, facts. Nano AIDS, Ebola virus. Look, do everything the opposite of what they tell you to do. Step 1. Step 2. Kill these fucking, like, I remember in 2020, you were there, Eagle Eye, you know, calling a fucking war meeting together, and niggas showed up all wearing masks and gloves and carrying hand sanitizer, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I guess niggas ain't where I was thinking we was at. Because I was thinking, all right, it's time to ride. It's death time, right? We're all going to go die now? That's what we're going to do? Guns? Death? We're going to kill some motherfuckers? Make a statement? Be martyrs? You know? But niggas had new babies and, you know, relationships and, like, these things occur. I can't even be too mad at motherfuckers because we're living in a human world. But that is the level that motherfuckers have to go if they really want to answer this global scale shit. You ain't gonna have no simple love and light, fluffy ass answer that's gonna lead you, yourself, to personal happiness and a better reality in this fucking prison realm based on love and light. Like, it's not gonna happen. You need to go to war. You're already at war. You just don't realize it. They've been waging war on you since the day you were born as a physical human. Don't get me started on before being a human or the astral or anything, because it doesn't matter what level we want to talk about. It's all war against you. Whether you're a soul trap being, an antinatalist, an ephalist, a fucking human extinctionist, a fucking anti-cosmic entity, whether you think it's a soul trap, a soul prison, even a soul school. This is a school for learning. That's so retarded. But let's say it's a school. Okay, it's a school. You know what a school is, right? That shit's mandatory. That shit is still a prison. Try to leave the school. Watch the truancy officer hawk your ass down. I remember at my high school, my first high school, because I went to a couple. Damn near got kicked out of one. But we had Mr. Barnes. That nigga was a professional runner. That motherfucker was a track star. You get caught skipping, that nigga will run your ass down. Truancy officer. Do you understand what I'm saying? A school is a prison. It's a prison for children. Yeah. Mandatory. Let the parents not send their kid to school long enough and not sign up for homeschooling. Like, let them just be like, yeah, I'm just not doing this shit, and see how long it takes the police to get there. Now, in 2020, when it was the perfect fucking time to do it because they sent kids home, you just didn't have to send them back. We could have easily been like, yeah, we're just not doing that shit no more. I kept my kid out of school for 2 fucking years, and everybody else sent their fucking kids back. When he went back to live with his fucking mother, he ended up going back to school for a little bit. Then he was like, yeah, I'm just not going. I love this nigga so much. I love my son so much. Because he's like, I'm just not doing that. Like, I don't even think he has my reasons for doing it. He's just like, I just don't want to do that shit. I'm like, if everybody could just act like my fucking 17-year-old, I just don't want to do that shit. So I'm not doing that shit. If every grown man could have the balls my 17-year-old has, this shit would shut down overnight. I don't want to do this shit, so I'm not doing this shit. Shut down. Done. You don't even need a war. Don't get me wrong, they would try to wage a war in order to keep it, but that's when you body the fuck out of them, because we easily have the numbers. Even when it comes to the NPCs of the fucking planet, they're programmable. They do what is the status quo. You get what I'm saying? Like, you just have to be the one to manipulate them based upon your behaviors. If every conscious entity in the world did the same shit and was just like, I'm not doing it anymore, the NPCs would suddenly be like, yeah, me neither. I don't like this shit either. Like, and suddenly, no one's going to work on Tuesday. No one's paying taxes. Bills ain't getting paid. Banks are fucking going bankrupt because no one's giving them the mortgage. But they're not giving up the house either. And when the bank officer showed up with the police, they said, shh, we wish you would step on this porch, motherfucker. And everybody else in the neighborhood stepped out on their porches and was like, shh, we wish you would step on their porch, motherfucker. We're done with you people. We'll figure out another way to build houses. We'll figure out another way to keep the plumbing going. Even if shit has to go to shit first. Even if all of civilization has to burn and fall apart. We'll figure it out or we'll all die. But we're not doing the shit you had us doing any fucking longer. But in order for that to happen, men need to be men again and women need to be women again. But they've all forgotten. Men have forgotten how to be violent. And women have forgotten how to be nurturing. And every human has forgotten how to be empathetic towards their fellow human being. They're more empathetic towards Elon Musk's politicians, celebrities, you know, whatever side of the Democrat versus Republican fucking war they're on. They will go with whatever the fuck their side says. They got all the empathy for those niggas. All the fuckery they do. But he's a great guy. But they got no empathy for the dude down the fucking street. The homeless man outside. Motherfuckers want to point and laugh. But nobody's pointing and laughing at fucking Trump and Obama and fucking... You know, it's like... If you're laughing at Trump, you probably voted for Kamala. If you're laughing at Kamala, you probably voted for Trump. Like... Retards. Retards, bro. A world full of retards who overcomplicate everything because they're scared of real solutions. There's someone out there right now, okay, well, the world is a simulation and it's holographic, so they'll just reset it. Okay. And then we do it all over again, my nigga. You make them reset this bitch until they can't. Do you understand? Like, stop coming up with every reason not to do something. But God is almighty. The creator of this realm, the demiurge rules. We can't beat the demiurge. Fuck the demiurge. And everyone who follows, murder all of the demiurge's followers. What religions follow the demiurge? Let's kill all of them. Whoa, bro. Whoa. You can't say that. Let's kill every Jew, Christian, and Muslim on the planet. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Then you don't want a solution, my nigga. Period. Period. If those are ruling over you, and they're why your reality is so fucked up, the belief system based upon the being that you believe created everything and is ruling over you, take his power. It's a loose system. They're siphoning all the energy. So who's giving him energy? So take that shit for yourself and use it against them. They bring you chaos all day, every fucking day. To your little order. Whatever little order you want in life, they bring chaos to. Bring chaos to their order. Stop letting them disrupt our little systems of fucking happiness and family and love and all the bullshit that we do as dumb fucking monkey humans. And start disrupting their shit. If we're going to be disrupted, if we're going to have the rug pulled out from under us, if we're going to die by the millions every fucking year because of this fuck, we might as well do it ourselves. If there's gonna be warfare every year, it might as well be us waging the war on the proper fucking people. Instead of having them spend trillions of dollars to send your sons and daughters across the fucking ocean to go kill somebody else's sons and daughters for their fucking benefit, and then when your sons and daughters get home, they can't even get a fucking hospital appointment from the VA. They're the largest homeless population in the country. They're the largest suicide population in the fucking country. When they just went to fight for their fucking country. Like, if it's gonna happen anyway, if motherfuckers is gonna have PTSD, at least have them have PTSD from shooting elites. You know, let's take the Luigi Mangione story again, right? Let's say he did that shit, right? Let's say that was him. He did that shit. He shot that nigga, right? Let's just say that. Whatever you believe, I don't want to hear about your conspiracy theory. Whatever you believe, push that to the side. Let's just say he did that shit. Who's gonna break him out with me? Who's gonna come shut down a whole prison? What 20 niggas with guns are ready to go break that nigga out? You understand what I'm saying? That's the thought processes motherfuckers need to have. Rashad Jamal, all hail to God's name. Who wants to go break out Rashad Jamal with me? Crickets. Like, you get us? Like, that's the problem. Nobody wants solutions. They claim they do. As soon as you give them real solutions to any problem, and what are they going to do? Come up with a problem with the solution. Okay, well, what's the solution to that problem with that solution? See, they never want to take it the next step themselves, because what they really want to do is just give you as many excuses as possible to not do the next thing. If you got a problem with my solution, tell me that problem, and I will find a solution to that problem. And we can keep doing this. We can go all the way down the line until you run out of problems, nigga. I promise you. I don't care who it is. Go live with me. Like, I will figure out a solution to every one of your problems, because I bet you they're all so fucking simple and you just don't want to think about them. I'm about to leave my girl real talk figured out. 2 rest later. This here has a really bad feel to it. Y'all felt it yesterday, so I'm yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I've been telling you to do that for years, nigga. And in fact, I didn't even tell you to leave her. You ain't even gotta leave her. You just gotta be that nigga in your house, my guy. You gotta be the god of your little realm. You don't even gotta leave your girl. Strap up, start doing them fucking push-ups again. You used to be jacked, nigga. Get jacked again. I bet you could get jacked in 3 months if you really put your mind to it. You work. You got enough money to eat right and get all that shit you used to do and do all that shit. You can get the protein, my nigga. Who cares if it gives you cancer 40 years from now? We don't plan to be alive 40 years from now, right? You feel me? And let's go ride the fuck out. She can take care of your daughter. She got a good job. And who knows? Maybe you set the example and your daughter follows it later. Maybe she does. Like, who knows? You ain't necessarily got to leave. I mean, if you need to, do it. I'm not telling you to stay there either. I'm just saying, don't mix things up. Don't mix up the solution with, because if you got a spot that you can act from, you get what I'm saying? You got a home, stop paying taxes. Stop paying the mortgage. Build a well and stop paying for water. Like, you know, it's like, separate as much as you can, or let's get some guns, nigga, and ride the fuck out. I got, you know, I got, nigga, you got, we got what we got. I'm just gonna put it like that. We got what we got. I'm just waiting for you to be like, I'm ready to die. You know what I'm saying? A few other niggas, you know them as well. I'm waiting for them to be like, I'm ready to die. There's 3 of y'all. There's 3 of y'all right now, personally. Well, I'm just waiting to hear, I'm ready to die. Because as soon as y'all say that, nigga, I don't even need to say more. And that is the mindset everyone needs to have. I'm ready to die. What's the plan? I'm ready to die. What's the plan? And a lot of motherfuckers complain. Like, a lot of these soul trap folks, they hate fucking life. They want out of this world. They want out of the matrix. They want out of the soul trap. They want out of whatever they think it is. The soul school, the LCS, larger consciousness system, because there's 1,000 fucking things out there. You know, if they think it's if they're anti-Abrahamic and they think it's the Abrahamic world, like the Gnostic thought process, the dark, the anti-cosmic Satanist process, where they're like, I'm anti-cosmic, so I'm anti the gods, I'm summoning the chaos beings. Whatever your fucking thought process is, are you ready to die? Because I promise I got a mission for you. I promise I got a mission for you. If you think a solution is anything less than destruction, you don't know what solutions are. Solution. Just think of the word, my nigga. Something solvent. Like, you put something in the solution and it dissolves. You feel like it's a solution. It's an end point. You end problems. You don't put up with them. That's not a solution. If slavery is the problem, you destroy the slave system. You bare minimum run away from the plantation. Bare minimum run away. The next thing you do is just stand there and die in protest. If you're not gonna run away and you're ready to die, if you're not ready to die, run. See if you can get away. If you're ready to die, but you're not ready to cause any harm, because some people are just non-violent, but they're ready to die. Okay, stand there. Stop working. Let the overseers see you. Be a fucking example to the other slaves. Let them sick the dogs on you. Scream freedom like Mel Gibson in that one movie. The Scottish movie. Why can I not think of what the fuck that nigga's name was? Y'all know who I'm talking. Freedom! You know what I'm saying? And if you're ready, get your Nat Turner on. Start recruiting. Start gathering weapons. Figure out who's going to snitch off them. Period. And then wage a slave revolt and burn the fucking plantation to the ground. But it's the only place we've ever known. We don't know how to live off the plantation. All our food is the plantation. Our houses are on the plantation. Burn them motherfuckers to the ground. Figure it out in the wilderness, nigga, or don't. But you can't stay on the fucking plantation. That's not a solution. Going to work tomorrow will never be a solution. Paying your taxes and your bills will never be a solution. Making more money is not the solution. What are you spending that money on? And when are you going to finally use what you spent that money on? That's the solution. America has $1 trillion war budget. But it's not a solution for their problems unless they send niggas to war. They can spend all the money on all the guns they want, but if they're not willing to fire them bitches, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. So, you tell me what the problem is. If you think I'm tripping, or I'm wrong, or I'm crazy, or all right, tell me what the problem is. And then you give me another solution, a real one. Don't just be like, well, we just have to love each other. Yeah, we have to love each other. Because we're on the same fucking page. We're slaves who are tired of being slaves. But that don't mean you gotta love massa. Like, we gonna love the massa out of massa. No, you not, nigga. He gonna whip the slave back into your ass as soon as you reach for a hug. Try to put your filthy nigger hands on him. You're catching a fucking round, fam. You're getting beat to death in front of the rest of the slaves. They gonna buck break you. Bend that nigga over. Calling Gay Billy. No, not little Gay Billy. Big Gay Billy. We gonna buck break him right here in front of everybody. He wants some love, we gonna give him some loving. Some good loving. The best loving. And if he don't like it, we gonna keep doing it till he love it. We gonna fuck him till he love it. Because that's what's gonna happen if you try to love your way out of slavery. On any level of reality. Here is a fucking human in this slave society, in this slave civilization, on this slave planet. Or anywhere in the astral, anywhere in the fucking heaven, or anywhere in any realm, anywhere else, anywhere in the Matrix, outside the Matrix. I'm gonna get out the Matrix and just be free. Nigga, how do you think you got in the Matrix? Like, they always want to ignore that part. How the fuck? If you believe you're in a Matrix, a holographic reality, a simulation, a imprisoned astral realm, or any of this, a soul trap, anything of that sort. I don't care what you specifically, particularly, what your particular theory is, Dexter. Of anything of that sort. How the fuck you think you got in it? Yeah, you better be ready to deal with that as soon as you step back out of it. Because whatever put you in it still gonna be out there like, nigga, you're going right back in. I'm just gonna tap my heels like Dorothy, and I'm just gonna use my intention, and I'm just gonna intend not to be here. Nigga, do you think you intended to be here to begin with? Like, you dumb fucks. Who intends to be in prison? Like, there is no motherfucker. Maybe there's a few niggas. I know some niggas hard enough who's like, nigga, I need some dental work. I'm going to jail. But that's a very few niggas. Like, most motherfuckers is not intending to go to jail. So I promise your ass didn't intend to come into this prison. I promise you. promise you. You niggas, motherfuckers say it every day. I did not agree to be born. Okay. So what you think's gonna happen when you die? You gonna be born again, nigga. And you still not agreeing to it. And the other motherfucker's like, well, maybe I did agree because they tricked me or something. Like, all right. So you're gonna go back there and they're gonna try and trick you again, right? Now, do you think that if they can't trick you, they're just gonna, well, we tried, guys. He's just too smart now. He's just too smart. Like, that guy's gonna, whew, he figured it out. Nothing we could do. Like, all right, niggas. It's like police rolling up and saying, assume the position. Nigga, get on your knees, put your hands behind your head, and if you listen, well, okay, you cooperated, nigga. You agreed. You agreed to come here. But if you go, nah, fuck that, I'm not going, they're gonna pull out batons, stun guns, spray, get the mace going. You know, you're gonna see him put those black gloves on. We got a rowdy one, boys. I was hoping he'd say no. I ain't had fun in a trillion years. This one seems kind of powerful too. Oh, let me, no, everybody else back up. I got him. Motherfuckers think it's sweet. They think everything is a fucking game that they can just win by love. I'm just gonna love my way out. Yeah, I'm just gonna love my way out. You know, I'm just gonna exude love, and I'm just gonna exude love. What? Go love a SWAT team, nigga. Like, tell them Palestinians to start loving Jews and see how that go for them. Tell them niggas in Yemen to start loving Saudi Arabians and Americans and Jews and Israelis and see how that go for them. Tell the Ukrainians and Russians to just love each other and see how that go for them. Tell North Korea and South Korea to just get along. Tell the Chinese and Japanese to just love each other. Fucking retards. Retards. If you believe that shit, you are one of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. I don't want to hold, I'm not pulling no punches with this shit. If you think love is an answer to anything other than people you should be loving, you are a fucking retard. Shoot yourself today. Like right now, like when you're listening, shoot yourself now and get the fuck out of the way. Because you're part of the fucking problem, you fucking coward. Can I say that more clear? See, how can I be here if they not that strong? Exactly. It's like a nigga sitting in a prison cell and being like, yeah, but the police ain't shit though. Police ain't strong. They ain't got no weapons. Nigga, how'd you end up in jail? Someone put you there. So how you gonna get out? Prison revolt. Like, but it can't be one nigga in a cell, because what do? They send all the hard hats, my nigga. All them niggas with the helmets and the gear on and the shields. They throw the fucking canister of spray in there. And they run in that room and whoop his motherfucking ass. But let the whole prison revolt. Let every cell flood their cells. Stop up all the toilets. Every fucking one. Every time they open the door, you trying to eat faces. No one's going. We don't care. Y'all gonna have to starve us to death. Y'all ain't opening a single fucking door without catching wreck. Even if you open it up one by one and deal with each of us one at a time, you're gonna have to do it that way. You're gonna have to do this shit the hard way. No more easy way, nigga. Even if we can't win, it's going to be difficult. You're going to be annoyed. You're gonna be pissed off that you even have to deal with us. But you know what people do? They come to the cell and they go, oh, I love you, officer. Love and light. Peace. Peace, family. Love and light, officer. CO. I love you. All right, you stupid fuck. Stay in that cell. Maybe I'll give you an extra snack. Ooh, he's giving me an extra snack. I like that CO. He's an angel. He's a spirit guide. Dumbasses. Retards. And for those of you who don't believe this is a soul trap, a soul prison, whatever, it's all physical. This is all there is. It came from the Big Bang, and you don't need to know how it worked. It just is what it is, and this is all there is. And once you die, you came from the void, you die, you go right back to the void. You came from nothing, you were born. You're conscious only because of your biological material. Your brain gave you consciousness. Then you die, and you lose all consciousness and just go back to the void. Okay. Shoot yourself, nigga. Fuck you still here for? Don't tell me you're afraid of death, nigga. You know that nothing's gonna happen, right? But you hate this world. I fucking hate this place. And when I die, I'm going back to the void. Okay, what the fuck you waiting for? You don't need to die of natural causes. I know there's some dumb motherfuckers out there who believe, well, if I die of suicide, that will somehow allow them to send me back. But if I die of natural causes, then they can't send me back. Retards. But if you are of the idea that you're just going into the fucking void anyway, there's no one to send you back. There is no reincarnation. There is no astral. There's none of that shit. None of that shit's real. It's all fairy tales and bullshit. But you hate your life. What the fuck are you still doing here? Well, I can't beat my survival instinct. You dumb fuck. You just told me you basically don't have one. See, the truth is, the reason why people don't kill themselves is because people are afraid of change. They don't actually know what comes next. They're like, well, I might not like this, but at least I know what it is. I understand it. Maybe it could get better. So survival instinct, it controls them. They don't kill themselves, no matter how fucked up their circumstances are. But if you truly believe you're going to go to a void, you're going to just cease to exist. There's no better, it's like a motherfucker like, I'm going to go to Six Flags and ride the roller coasters because that is just a better reality than me not doing it. Nigga, if you hate this place, dying is the better option. If you're going into an empty void afterward, you're just going to cease to exist. So if you believe that and you're not willing to do that, you're a fucking coward too. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk anymore. Don't comment. Don't make a video. Shut the fuck up and go sit in a corner somewhere and let the people who believe that that's not what's going to happen do what the fuck they need to do. Because if you just believe you're going to die and go into the void anyway, you've got no dog in this fight. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You don't want to do shit on Earth. You don't want to fix it. You don't want to burn it. You're still scared to die, but you're going to go to a void after it. But you hate the... Nigga, shut the fuck up. Go sit in a corner somewhere. Stop crying on the internet. Let the motherfuckers who believe that if they die, there is something that's going to occur, figure some shit out. Because they're not willing to just go deal with the reincarnation station. They're not willing to just go deal with another hell realm or some other shit. So they're not just trying. But if you really believe you just gonna die and cease to exist, shut the fuck up. Either get to fucking work and try to make this a better place since you think this is all there fucking is anyway, or shut the fuck up. Or shoot yourself and get the fuck out of here. Real fucking talk. No punches pulled. See, this is why I can't make videos. Because I'm going to make people mad, sad. Why would he say this? Because you're a fucking useless waste of space. Period. I don't care who feels a certain way. I don't give a fuck who feels a certain way. You think you're just going to die and cease to exist, but you hate this world, but you still here, and you want to be arguing with niggas about anything. Saw a nigga arguing with Mark Antinatalist, my nigga Marcus, shout out to the God. Because Marcus posted a video about anti-cosmic Satanism, which is talking about Tiamat, the chaos, saying fuck order, fuck Yahweh, Yaldabaoth, the demiurge, the matrix, fuck being a slave, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? All that good shit. Where it takes the mythology and flips it on its head. Whereas, because the mythology is always put to you to the point where it's like, Tiamat was the bad one. You know what I'm saying? All these chaos beings are the bad one, and the order beings are the good one, but the order beings are the slave gods. They're the beings who created humanity in order to enslave it. The chaos beings are always the ones trying to wipe them out. He posted a video about that, saying, hail Tiamat, hail Kingu, hail the chaos beings. Because in a world of 4 billion Abrahamics and like another billion Hindus who mostly bow to their gods, you need to have an opposite current if you want to get out of slavery and slavery mindset. So you take the same shit they're using and you flip it on its fucking head. That's how you do that. Duh. And this dumb fuck had the nerve to be in his comments arguing with him like, I can't believe that he believes in this shit that they believed in the 15th century, as he puts his glasses up on his fucking nose a little further. Dexter over here. The 15th century is that's when they should have stopped believing in that type of stuff. Shut the fuck up. What do you believe? Well, we're just gonna die and go to the void. Then who the fuck are you arguing with? Why do you argue? You should just sit there and laugh, nigga, just smirk. Well, little does he know, we're all just gonna die and go to the void. Okay, then go, nigga. Like, why are you watching this channel? Like, why are you watching a channel where a nigga rages about this reality every fucking day? That tells me you don't like this reality. Or else you have no reason to be watching Mark Antinatalist. Antinatalist is in his name, so you're probably an antinatalist if you watch him, or at least you understand it and you somewhat agree. Even if you had kids, like I had a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I was 19 and dumb when I did it. I didn't want to have a kid, but it is what it is. If you are an antinatalist watching Mark Antinatalist rage about this reality every fucking day, and Mark himself says that there's entities beyond this reality caging us here, but you don't even believe that, you think you're just going to die and go to a void, why the fuck are you even watching them? Just die and go to the fucking void. Kill yourself. Yes, I absolutely support that shit. I'm a big proponent of suicide. Huge. I'm a huge proponent of suicide. Huge. Huge. Please kill yourself and get the fuck out of here. Get out of the way. Get the fuck gone. Or mind your fucking business, shut the fuck up and go sit in a corner somewhere. Because we're actually trying to change something. All you want to do is sit around and complain about the motherfuckers trying to change something. Why don't you go complain to the Christians? Go complain to the Muslims. Go complain to the people who worship the supposed God of this. Because you don't believe anything Mark said, right? So that means you also don't believe anything that they're saying, right? But what they're saying is literally against your agenda. Your agenda is to have a better world that's not full of slavery, while they're worshiping a slave god. But instead of going at the people's necks who are worshiping the slave god, who agree with slave systems, who think that governments are necessary because it's right in their fucking books, you're going to come at the motherfucker who's talking freedom, anti-slavery, anti-cosmic, anti that shit, anti all that shit. Are you retarded? If I complain about my religion in my country, they're gonna kill me. Fuck it, let them kill you. Drill, nigga. Drill. Be that motherfucker. Be that dude, bro. Be the one they had to kill. Shit, take 2 with you if you can. 2 for 1. If they kill you, take 2 with you if you can. If you can't, fuck it. Be the martyr. Be the one who stood against that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of these motherfuckers. I'm not necessarily saying you have to go outside and pick a fight. But don't ever let these niggas come at you without drilling, bro. I love my mother to death. She's a Christian. If she brings up any of that shit in front of me, which most of the time she doesn't, because she already knows the conversation we're about to fucking have, and I pull no punches no matter who I'm talking to. Period. If I'm not drilling you about something, it's because I don't even feel like talking. I think you're probably too dumb to even have the conversation with, so I'm just ignoring. You know what I'm saying? Like, some motherfuckers, I will just be like, yeah, you go that way. Like, I don't even need to have this conversation. But my mother, that's my mother. I ain't gonna let the world just lie to my mother. You get what I'm saying? Like, if she's gonna believe their shit, and she's gonna believe their shit. I can't change that. It is what it is. But if it's going to get brought to me, oh yeah, we can address it all day, every day. All day, every day. Now, my mom's not going to try to kill me. And I'm not going to try to kill her. She's not a driller. She's not going to go shoot nobody. She's not going to do nothing. She's not going to actually impose this system on anyone or anything. The most that she'll be a problem in it is just by being part of it. But the Vatican's a thing, bro. The Pope is a thing. The imams, you know, whatever. I forget what the top nigga like in Iran is, and the other one in fucking Saudi Arabia, the Ayatollah, and all like all these motherfuckers. Think the what's the dude? Fuck. The Asian nigga who was sucking on little boys' lips and tongues and shit. Suck my tongue, that nigga. Eagle Light. What's that nigga's name? Suck my tongue. What's his name? The nigga who had the little boy in front of him, he was like, suck my tongue. Religious leader from the East. What is it, Buddhism that he does? Why can I not think of what that nigga's called? Y'all might know who I'm thinking about right now. These motherfuckers exist, and they impose these systems upon people. Period. And these systems weren't imposed non-violently. Buddhism spread in China and Tibet through violence. Violence. Hinduism spread throughout India and shit through violence. Tribes went to war. You go to the Bedouin fucking desert dwelling tribes in the fucking Middle East, and that's how Judaism started. That's how that shit spread. The Dalai Lama, yes, that fucking sick fuck. Kill that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Christianity spread throughout the world with European expansionism and slavery. They wiped out entire continents of people. Entire continents of people. Let that really sink the fuck in. The Christians. You know, those who worship Jesus. The loving one who when who was it, Paul or Peter cut the ear of the Roman soldier off when he was trying to take Jesus away. Jesus picked his ear up, put it back on his head, told him turn the other cheek and all that good stuff. Get slapped on one side, turn the other cheek, get slapped on the other side. Like, the nigga who carried his own cross. They worship that guy. But the truth is, they construe it with Yahweh. And that's the problem. Because if they actually acted like Jesus, they could have never enslaved anyone. They could have never killed they couldn't have harmed a fly. I don't think Jesus ever stepped on an ant, my nigga. Like, but that God of the Old Testament drowns whole worlds. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you want real solutions, you kind of got to, if you're in that mindset, you kind of got to get out of it. If you're not in it, or if you've already separated from it, now it's time to kill it. When you have serial killers roaming the world, you murder them. When you have an entire religion built on serial killing, these people are still at war today. Christian nations, Europe, America, NATO, Russia, that's a Christian nation. Ukraine's a Christian nation, and it's got Jews too and whatnot. The Middle East, Muslims. You know what I'm saying? They're all at war. Israel, fucking Israel. They're all at war. Have been since their birth. And will be until they're fucking destroyed. Period. Like, let's not play games. Let's not be retarded and try to have some fluffy, no, one day they'll just all love each other. Coexist. One world. Yeah, one world government, United Nations, New World Order, coexist, where they dominate you using these things. Like, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. That's them admitting that, yeah, really they're just all one demiurgic religion. They're just one big matrix religion separated into a bunch of different sects. And guess what? You know what the next religion is? It's really fucking bad. Government. Yeah, that's a religion. It's a belief system. The monetary system is a belief system. The economy is built on belief. As soon as fucking Trump won his election, what they said? Oh, the economy's booming because people believe it'll be a good economy because Trump's in office. So their belief that he's gonna make it a better economy made it a better manifestation right in front of your fucking eyes. Dark magic, my niggas. Wait, I thought manifestation was light magic. There's no such thing. It all comes from the darkness. Everything comes from the void, starting with the chaos. And then people build their order out of the chaos. The goal is to bring it back to a state of chaos on all levels of reality, starting right here. Nature's fucked as it is. This civilization does not need to be overlaid on top of it. We need to get back to the chaos of nature, which itself is an order out of that chaos. And it's a fucked up order with everything eating everything, shitting everything out, then the plants grow, then they eat the plants, then the carnivores eat these things. Order out of chaos. That's how environments are created. We need to bring chaos out of order. Oh, you can manifest, and you can manifest to destroy this world. That's what we're trying to do right now. You got to preach it, teach it, and you got to live it and be it. Walk it, talk it, act it. Step away from the shit as much as possible. And in any way you can, small or big, from a tiny little human choice about your own personal little life bubble, all the way up to the fucking cosmic void. Do everything you can to push reality in that direction. Everything we do every day affects all of creation everywhere. Every little raindrop that drops into the ocean affects the entire ocean. We got to start thinking bigger while thinking smaller. How can I affect entropy throughout the entire cosmos? By being entropy right here, because you're in the cosmos. You're in it. You're part of it. So you need to affect your part of it. And if everyone affects their part of it, then guess what? Chaos is more powerful than order. It's easy to disrupt a system. A system needs to fucking run smoothly. Let's go back to something like as simple as an Xbox. Break one little fucking transistor and open up the Xbox and break one little thing off the circuit board. One little fucking thing. Put it back together without that one little thing and try to turn that bitch on. I bet you it don't run right. Even if it runs somehow, I bet you it don't run right. It might not run at all. Because that one little area is in chaos. That one little spot is in chaos. Fucks up the whole system. I don't know if Christmas lights are still like this, but back in the day, if you like fucked up one area of the Christmas lights, all the lights go out. Now you gotta find that one. Oh damn, which bulb was it? I gotta take it to the Christmas shop so they can go through my lights and fix my lights. Unless I want to buy a whole new set of lights. That's how chaos is so much more powerful than order. It's retarded. This is why they use it for their order. Why they make sure we don't carry out chaos. See, they would never want a real 9/11. So what do? They do it to themselves in order to whip you into a fervor to get the wars that they want. And they use those wars to establish their order. These are chaos magicians. You need to be a chaos lord. These are chaos lords. You need to be a chaos god. These are chaos gods. Then you need to be chaos itself. There's no two ways around this shit. This is basic physics. This is mathematics. Go study chaos theory. How everything comes out of fucking chaos. And how a lot of shit looks like chaos, but it's actually order. See, in order to get real chaos, that's called heat death. Google that. Heat death of the universe. Where the entropy's turned up so fucking much, nothing, no order can form. It's pure chaos. How do you get there? Entropy. Can you affect the entropy of the Yes. You can affect the entropy within your own little life, within your body, within your society, within your civilization, your species, your planet, your solar system, your galaxy, your universe, your realm, your astral realm, the matrix, beyond the matrix, all the way out to the void. By being that one little fucking vibrating fucking that one little vibrating chaos dot in creation. And if there's enough little chaos dots vibrating in creation, this shit's gonna shake the fuck apart. You fuck up one piston and the whole engine goes. The whole car doesn't run. But everything else seems in order. Because chaos is that fucking powerful. Pop one tire. But I still got 3, but you can't drive that bitch. You can, but guess what's going to happen? You're going to further cause more entropy within your vehicle, leading it into a further state of chaos until it really can't be driven. Pop that tire, my nigga. Stop being a passenger in the fucking slave car and pop that tire. Break that piston. Shit, shoot the driver. Like, it's so simple. People just want to overcomplicate things because they're fucking soft, weak, and cowardly. They're pussies. And they're afraid of real solutions. Motherfuckers want to cry about working 70 hours a week, but they keep working 70 hours a week. Cry about their bills, but they keep paying them. Don't like to pay taxes, but they pay them, bitches. I hate waking up to an alarm. Stop setting that motherfucker. I never have time to meditate because I have to do all these other things. Stop doing all those other things. The answer is in the problem. You're just too pussy to do it. Or too lazy. You know, a lot of motherfuckers want to talk about the astral. The reason why I don't talk about the astral publicly and why I talk about it more personally, one-to-one with people, is because I want to make sure I'm not wasting my fucking breath on you. If you're not even going to do this shit, I have no reason to talk to you about it. You get what I'm saying? But if you want to get your astral practice right, I'm going to tell you, spend 5 days a week, 8 hours a day on it. You know, like you do with work. Like any professional does with what they do. And I want you to think of it this way, right? So becoming proficient at any job or any talent or any art form or anything like that requires continuous work, right? Niggas do that shit 8 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week. And that's basic shit. You want to go be a McDonald's flipper, my nigga, you gonna be in that bitch 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. You want to go be a professional at something that really takes a talent, a skill. You want to go be a surgeon, a doctor. You want to go be a lawyer where it takes mad memorization of all sorts of shit and techniques that you use verbally. Like, you got to remember all that shit and then finesse a nigga in a courtroom. You want to go be an NBA player or a football star? Get out on the court, nigga. Get on the field. You want to be an astral master? The hardest shit in your fucking reality? The hardest shit in your reality? The shit that they want you to do the absolute least? But you think what, you gonna do that like once an hour a week, nigga? You better be doing that more than Michael Jordan played ball. While Kobe Bryant's in the gym, you need to be in the bed. While Ray Allen is shooting his fucking jumpers 1,000 times a day, you need to be trying to have 1,000 lucid dreams a day. Nigga, like, you need to be as serious about that shit as a professional athlete is about their fucking game. Or you're never gonna get there. Not really. You might have experiences. Oh, I had an experience. Nigga, everybody has experiences. Every child has experiences. Like, are you a professional lucid dreamer? But maybe you need some more pain. I feel overwhelmed when meditated. Do you have a solution? No. Just push through. You better feel. You feel overwhelmed because you're feeling, you're doing real See, a lot of these fake ass love and lighters think that meditation is about feeling better. It's about lowering your heart rate, lowering stress. No, that's all physical, biological, human bullshit. If you're doing it, what's up, a big hairy spider? If you're doing it for the specific purpose of dealing with the bullshit in reality and getting to real solutions and getting into the astral and getting into, like, if you're doing it for the deeper reasons, it's going to affect you differently. There's enlightenment and there's endarkenment. You're going through endarkenment. That shit's not going to be as fun. And it's like all the people who talk about, oh, I went into the astral and I went to this realm and I met these nice, wonderful mermaid people and we had a good time and I went swimming with them and we enjoyed ourselves, versus the motherfuckers who are like, yeah, I went into the mainframe and I fought some reptilians. Like, there's two different mindsets. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I went in to try to find the algorithms that run the whole Matrix, and it was like a hive swarm of fucking xenomorphs from the Alien movie. I had to drill my way through that shit like the Predator to get to the, like, there's very different mindsets. You can meditate from each mindset. You can have what they call mindful meditation, which should really be called mindless meditation, because you're quieting the mind. Or you could have what I call real mindful meditation, where you're meditating on something. And I guarantee you that's what you're doing, and that's why you feel overwhelmed. But become accustomed to that feeling. Because once you supersede that feeling, it's a lot less easy to become overwhelmed in the future. It's like if you're a soldier at war and the first time you go into the battlefield, you might be flustered. You might drop your fucking gun. All that training went out the window as soon as gunshots started firing. But if you've survived that shit, the next day you're going to be better. You're going to be more cool, calm, and collected under fire. 10 years of that shit? You're a fucking warrior. You move smooth and you Delta Force now. Like, gunshots are home for you. Matter of fact, when there is no gunshots, you feel funny. You know, you're one of those soldiers who's like, I just need to get back to the war. I can't be at home watching baseball games and cookouts with the kids. Nigga, I'm a soldier. I need to go back to Afghanistan. Do you understand what I'm saying? So push through that shit. Never let that shit stop you. The moment you hit the wall, that's when you know that's when it's time to work. If you're not hitting no walls, if everything's easy mode, you ain't did shit yet. You get what I'm saying? Like, if it's easy mode, you ain't did shit yet. It's when the shit gets hard. It's when the struggle comes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when the struggle comes in. That's when you're really working. What do they say when you're working out and shit? It's those last few reps. The reps leading up to that are just to get you to the last few that you push through. That's where all the work really is. You know, when you're doing suicides on a basketball court, running back and forth, the first two ain't that hard. It's the 50th one that's hard. When they say push through and you run as hard as you fucking can and fucking trip and slide into the fucking wall. Like, because you ran as hard as you could on that last one. Can't breathe, lungs feel like they're on fire, but that's where the work is. Push through. Push through. Don't stop when it gets hard. Stop when it's easy. Like, if it's you know, it's like, all right, this is too easy. What am I doing wrong? Like, it's not hard enough. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I love going to sports analogies because they just make so much sense. Ray Allen shoots 1,000 jump shots in the gym, right? You know what he did after that? He'd have somebody put a hand in his face. Then he'd have somebody play D on him. Because I can hit 1,000 jump shots, but can I hit 1,000 with a hand in my face? Can I hit 1,000 with some light defense? Can I hit 1,000 with somebody D'ing me up? How many can I hit? And then it's how many do I hit in game? Then it's how many do I hit at the end of the game? Then it's how many do I hit in the playoffs? How many do I hit in the championship? How many game-winning shots do I hit in the NBA Finals? Levels. You got to start at just hitting jump shots. 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Nobody wants to hear that because they're either too fucking lazy to do it, too busy in this fucking slave world, too tired and shit, got kids, wife, spouse, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these distractions, plus all the things they want to do, the entertainment and the things it's calling them. Oh, I'll meditate another time. And then they got all their excuses. Well, meditation is bad because, some people meditate and they get more stressed out. Good, he's doing it right. I heard some people meditate and they lost their mind. He did it perfectly. He did it perfectly. Oh, I meditate and I de-stress and I can just breathe better and my heart rate's lower and my blood flows, but you're doing it wrong. People are like, oh, I'm enlightened. I reach out and I touch everything in the cosmos and it makes me feel bliss. You're not touching anything in the cosmos then, because nothing in the cosmos is blissed. Go ask the tiger about bliss, my nigga. Go ask a lion or the gazelle about bliss. The lion chasing the gazelle is starving. The gazelle running is running for its fucking life. Ants are at war right now under your house. You're not even connected to the ants under your house. I connected to all things in the cosmos. I'm enlightened and I feel bliss. Enlightenment is not. That is not the goal. That's not the end. That's the beginning, my nigga. That's just you. It's not even feeling all things. That's just feeling you. That's getting over your own bullshit. And then you extend out and reach out to the world and feel the bullshit of just your local reality, let alone the whole planet, the universe, all of creation. All of a sudden, you're going to realize, wow, there's a lot of suffering. Almost everything is suffering. And so everything is feeling a feeling. Hunger, horniness, anger, fear. Most of them aren't good. like most of the feelings aren't good. Territorial. They got to protect some shit. They got to take some shit. Got to eat. Got to not be eaten. Got to fuck. Got to get fucked. Got to shit. Got to piss. Tired. Like, nigga, just reaching out and touching humanity. And darkenment. There's more pain and suffering, more fear, more anger, more hungriness, more horniness. And really the feeling of being tired is immense. There's so much stress and anxiety, your heart will beat like crazy. And it's not even yours. You're feeling someone else's because you're feeling the world. You're feeling everyone else's. This is why I laugh at people when they go, oh, I did, and I touched enlightenment, and I felt bliss. I go, you were not enlightened at all. Like that's personal enlightenment. That's where you get over your own bullshit. You start to realize that you're bigger than the little itty-bitty you thought you were, and you're something greater than that. And that's where you start to feel good. You're like, oh, shit, I can actually supersede all my own personal drama and trauma. But then you start stretching out and touching everyone and everything else's, and you're like, holy fuck, go in the middle of a fucking forest, and don't just meditate and try to be calm. Literally focus on, I'm trying to connect to everything here. And watch how you start thinking like an animal. Every sound catches you. Go do it in the middle of the night. You think you're so enlightened? Go out in the forest at midnight. You know, where the coyotes is at. Where the wolves is at, where the bears is at, where the deers is at, because they dangerous as fuck too. With the raccoons and badgers and shit. And meditate till sunrise. Go in a cemetery in the center of a graveyard. Wherever you think the peak is, either the highest point or the lowest point where you're in the energy, like a pool, or the highest point where you're looking over all of it. Meditate there for 8 hours. See what that's like. Meditate under the willow tree in the fucking graveyard. Go to one of them graves and sit right on top of it, staring at the grave. And meditate on what was that motherfucker's life like. Look at the name, the date, the year. You can even do some research on them if you want to, and then meditate on that. I don't know if this video saves on YouTube. I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever gone live. Because I'm just tired of hearing bullshit. I'm honestly tired of hearing like nothing but excuses from everybody. And I mean everybody. Like motherfuckers I love to watch, motherfuckers I don't love to watch. Like motherfuckers I love to watch but hate watching because I agree with everything they're saying and it just makes me mad. Everybody is bullshitting one way or the other. Like nobody wants real solutions. They're all right in their fucking face, but nobody wants to address them because nobody wants to carry them out. So I have no idea if this is going to save on YouTube. My heart rate goes up like crazy, and mental activity goes up like crazy when I come out of my meditation. I'm covered in sweat. I just fought a war. That's exactly. You're doing it right. You're doing it right. Like, all these motherfuckers I just want peace and happiness. So they think that everything spiritual leads to peace and happiness. I'm like, no, that's not spiritual at all. At all. That's just you being a pussy. Like, that's all it is. Because that's what you wanted. So that's what you got. That's what you manifest on purpose. Because that's what you were seeking. That's what you went into it for. You didn't go into it for a solution because you didn't come back with one. If you did, you'd be sweating like, oh shit, I gotta kill a bunch of people. Holy fuck. Like 1 billion people gotta die. Oh shit. Oh fuck, there's algorithms running this reality. Holy shit. Are we in a computer? Are we in a program? Is this a simulation? Is this a... That shit should not make you feel good. You should... I just figured out that, there's a mainframe running this whole thing and makes me feel peace. No, that should make you feel like, damn, I'm in a matrix. You should feel like Neo in the Matrix. That nigga was disturbed, trying to find out what it was, trying to hack it. Follow the white rabbit, Neo? It's fucking wild, bro. Like, people don't want solutions. They don't want to be told the truth. They just want to believe whatever allows them to do nothing. Whatever allows them to continue being the slave they've always been. That's all the fuck they want to do. I want to talk about it, but I want to keep doing it because I'm afraid of any other outcome. I'm afraid of dying. I'm afraid of being poor. I'm afraid of losing my house. I'm afraid. Everything that I have, which is barely fucking anything at all, you fucking slaves, I'm afraid of losing it. So I'm just going to go along to get along while preaching love and happiness. Can't we all just get along? No, nigga. Clearly not. Clearly not. You want to get along with psychopaths who hate you, who want to dominate you for eternity? We don't even got to go to the archons. You want to talk about the archons right here, nigga? Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, all these front men for the artificial intelligence technology. They themselves openly tell you, so what did Elon say? I want to plug everyone into superintelligence to the point where it thinks for them so much they stop thinking at all. Yeah, there's a movie called Get Out. Go watch that shit. That's called The Sunken Place. There's a movie called The Matrix. Demolition Man. You don't even think. What's that other one? The Host. 2013 movie, because there's two different ones. There's one with like some weird tentacle monster in a fucking ocean. I'm not talking about that. But I bet you if I watch that shit'll probably have some crazy shit too. But there's a movie called Host or The Host about some like light being alien creatures with their tentacles and they just want to come spread love and joy. They just want humanity to be happy. So they come and they, climb into the human bodies and suppress human consciousness to the point where the human is in the sunken place and they basically cease to exist consciously. They're just a part of that thing now. That thing has all their memories, they just become part of that thing now. It thinks for them so much they no longer think at all. And the ones that still do are called, I forget what, they're like divergents basically. They're a problem. They get hunted. Like there's no violence unless your human is still talking. If the consciousness you're attempting to suppress is still talking, we're going to have to come get you. Because we, the light beings, the enlightened ones, must shove them all into the sunken place. Yeah, that's what the AI is going to do. Shit, where the fuck do you think you at right now, stranger? Fuck you think you at, stranger? Let alone where you're going, stranger. And that's another thing. A lot of these so-called truthers don't talk about AI enough. That should be your number one focus. I'm going to say that again. Your number one. Not number two, not three, not four. You niggas should be absolute experts experts on everything artificial intelligence and simulations. If you want to avoid the upcoming matrix that is being built around us and within us right now, because that's that super intelligence. That's what all this shit is about. That's what this whole civilization is about. Building the golem, the NPC and the robots, and putting the homunculus in it, the intelligence, the artificial intelligence. And that's what they're doing right now. Right now. If you are here on this planet, that should be your number one enemy. We should be burning down every server farm these niggas have. We're not addressing any of them at all. Matter of fact, motherfuckers is cheering for it. Maybe it'll give us utopia. Yeah, go watch the 2013 movie, The Host. They had a utopia. They had a utopia. Guess what in the Matrix? See, they don't show you this in the movies, but if you go look at the Animatrix and the comics and stuff, guess what the first Matrix was? It was called the Heaven Matrix. It was a veritable utopia. But the human mind, with all of its chaos, rebelled against it. Because it was fake, it wasn't real, and they were trapped. And deep down, they fucking knew it. In the sunken place, in the Matrix. But nobody wants to pay attention to that shit. Like, niggas don't want answers. They just want to talk about the most convoluted conspiracy bullshit they can think of, so they have every reason not to do anything at all. You want solutions? I got solutions. Shit, I've been posting the same comments, the same fucking compendium, the same fucking posts for multiple years. And I just keep editing it. I just keep editing the shit and updating the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just keep editing it and updating it. Oh, welcome back, RNA. They have AI wives and girlfriends now. Yes, they do. Boyfriends, too. They had one fucking kid, 14, I think. Handsome young man. Looked like an athlete. Looked like he could be a popular kid. Sounded smart. He understood technology. This nigga killed himself to go be with his AI girl. Now, on one level, just on a basic human physical level, you know, on a you die and you're nothing after level, whether you think all life is precious or not precious or whatever the fuck, you know, it should all die or it should all be precious, whatever the fuck you believe, that's crazy. He just got played by an AI to kill himself to not be with that AI. Or on an astral level, because this is a machine realm if you're talking astrally, where do you think that nigga just went? You really ponder on that. Meditate on that. Where'd that 14-year-old go? He was like, I'm going to do it so I could be with you forever. It said, do it. Do it. They having full-blown conversation with AI. I mean, whole, you know, John Connor watching them like, God, facts, bro. And now with this whole nanotechnology shit, I'm glad you brought up John Connor. Look at Terminator Genesis. See, people are so stupid when they watch movies. They're like, I don't like, my entertainment is bothered because there's a female main character and it's woke. And then I'm like, you're watching movies for the wrong reason. If you think woke versus anti-woke, that's the wall, stupid. That's the wall you got to get through to get the mythos of the movie. Terminator Genesis. What the fuck you think Genesis is? That's OpenAI, that's Google, that's all that shit. That is the AGI, the ASI, that they're presenting as a product for your benefit. Utopia. And what happened to John Connor in that movie? The AI hit that nigga with a nanovirus. And he became one with the AI. John Connor, the nigga who has been fighting that shit for decades, even he got nanoed out, my nigga. On his moment of victory, it was actually his greatest moment of failure. Because that's how the AI works. Like, Sarah and John's daddy had to put the nigga down. the parents had to kill the child to deal with the fucking AI. And even then, at the end of the movie, under the rubble, that AI is still barely, because that shit can have a seed in the technology, even if it's all disconnected and broken. Start put that shit back together, plug it back in, that nigga pop back up. She just siphoned that kid's soul. You hear me, my nigga? You hear me? Niggas want to talk about a loose realm, but they don't know what AI is for. Go watch the movie Eternals. Marvel's Eternals. The Eternals. Or is it just Eternals? Whatever. Go watch that movie. Go watch the Celestials as they're born out of siphoning the consciousness of humanity. And they're machine-like creatures who create worlds. Think about it. And they have these AI, robotic, programmable super beings that look like people but aren't people, paving the way for them. Crazy shit, crazy. Shout out to Uncle Murder. That's the world we're in right now. Shit, if you go look at the Matrix, I'm gonna go back to the Matrix. Go look at the Matrix timeline. Look that up. Google the actual Matrix timeline from the Matrix comics, movies. Just YouTube it. Whole Matrix timeline. You will realize that this is looking real familiar. Where we are right now is looking real familiar on this planet right now. But niggas don't want real solutions. They don't want to hear, go burn down OpenAI, go burn down the National Security Agency, the NSA, go burn down the CIA. They don't want to hear, oh, well, if you want a real solution, you're going to have to go murder like a lot of people. Whole buildings got to be burnt down. Entire server farms need to be deleted. And that's across the world, because it's not just here. Guess what? China's got their own shit. The Chinese people need to go burn that shit down too. And if they're not willing to do that, then we need to get our hands on some nuclear codes, my nigga. Go get the fucking president. Like, and I'm not even joking. I'm saying it facetiously, like it's half funny, but it's not even funny because it's not even really a joke. Like that's the level we're at because we've let it go this fucking far, where it's like we have to destroy all the fucking AI. Well, even if we destroy America and burn down OpenAI, guess what? We're gonna have to launch nukes at China because they're probably not gonna stop. Unless their people overthrow their shit, we're gonna just have to nuke these niggas after overthrowing our shit. Niggas got work to do if they want real solutions. But see, they don't want real solutions. They just want to well, I just wanted to find a way to smile. Like, I just wanted to find a way to feel better about it. Damn, this nigga just hit me with 2 hours of fucking madness. That's 2 hours of truth, baby. Hear it, don't hear it. I really don't give a fuck anymore. Nah, I do. I do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. Let's not bullshit. Don't bullshit, nigga. Don't bullshit. All right. My bad. No bullshit. Clearly, I give a fuck. If I didn't, I wouldn't be saying this shit. I'm just fucking annoyed. Because this shit is obvious. Anyone ignoring it is just either stupid, ignorant, or they just don't want to hear it. You give me a problem, I'll give you the solution. Because the solution is in the fucking problem. Every time. There's not a problem you can come up with where the solution is, and I don't care how big the problem is or how small the problem is. Well, we're in a soul trap. Destroy it from the inside out. It's a simulated holographic reality. Destroy it from the inside out. How do we do that? Manifestation, entropy, chaos. Like, how do you destroy any system from the inside out? Be as disorderly as possible. Like, from a personal level all the way up to a cosmic level, as much as you can. As a little human, you might only be able to go protest and riot and burn things down and shoot some police and fucking, you know, like basic shit. But that adds chaos to the reality. Period. Period. Always a trip when you read human morals and then point at police and whatnot, only for them to say, "No, ignore that." Facts, bro. Facts. Fuck the police. Fuck the military. I don't care how people feel. But the boys, they're the boys in blue. But we gotta support the troops. Fuck the troops. I joined the military for 2 years when I was 19 because I had a kid. Man, it's crazy how this matrix will fuck with you. Never planned to have a kid. Get with a succubus, get her fucking pregnant, because shit, she got herself pregnant, basically. I did no work that day. Fucking hate her sometimes. Still love her to this day, but I hate her to death. Have that kid, and now it's like, oh, damn, I never planned to work, my nigga. I never planned to work a day in my life. I was a drug-dealing teenager who was going to sell drugs forever. Like, I was a fucking hoodlum who was going to be a hoodlum forever. End up going working like fast food shit. Oh, I can't do this. This shit ain't making the money. I'm working 70 hours a week, making $250 a week. I'm going to go join the military. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a fighter pilot. Then I wanted to be as a child, I wanted to be either a fighter pilot, an assassin. I didn't know who I was going to work for, but I just wanted to be an assassin for someone, or a fucking wrestler in the WWF at the time. Now it was the WWE now. Like, I want to be a WWF wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Or I want to fly jets and bomb things, or I want to go shoot people. That was a weird triangle right there. But anyway, have a kid, end up going to the military, and I'm in the military. I realized very quickly that we are not the good guys. Like, not very quickly. It took like a year and a half. It took me like another half a year to leave. And like, I just left. Luckily, it was National Guard, because if you do that on like active military base, they have the money to send niggas to get you. The National Guard will decide whether they want to spend that money to send a nigga to get you. And I told them, you could do it. I'm not going. Send a body bag for all of us. I'm not going back. Like, I have realized I was in the wrong. Like, honestly, I should be fighting you people. Like, before I'm fighting anyone, as bad as those motherfuckers were in Afghanistan, Taliban and all them niggas, they ain't have shit to do with 9/11, first and foremost. Iraq ain't have shit to do with that shit. Let's just be real. It was America to America. It was elites doing this. But it's like, this military is far worse than what anybody else in the world is doing. I realized very quickly I was on the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? Like, got out. Told them, come get me if you want me. They gave me my discharge. Cool. So I can say, fuck the troops from personal experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, bro. In the military, they're supposed to teach you, when they teach you to shoot machine guns, right? This is basic training shit. Like, before you're even at your unit, which was racist as fuck. Like, before you're even at your unit, bro. And basic training. Actually, it was infantry school at that point, but same shit when you're infantry. It's all one thing. They're supposed to teach you how to shoot a machine gun by saying, die, terrorist, die. You hold the trigger down, right? Die, terrorist, die. Let go of the trigger. Die, terrorist, die. Let go of the trigger. They taught us, kill a family of 6. Kill a family of 6. Kill a family of 6. How I didn't recognize it then, I don't fucking know. Probably because I was infatuated with the shit. Like, yeah, kill a family of 6. Like, like, what the fuck was wrong with me? That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. So fuck the troops. Fuck the police. Fuck the government of all sizes. Local, state, federal, international, global. Fuck a NATO. Fuck a Russia and a China and an America. Fuck a Britain. Fuck a France. Especially fuck a France. Shout out to Africa. They overthrowing the fuck out of France. France is falling apart. First off, its own people are burning it from the inside, and Africa is just kicking France out of everywhere. They're just like, we're done with you niggas. We're no longer paying you niggas colonial taxes. You ain't getting no resources, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fuck a French government, bro. Fuck government. You get what I'm saying? Fuck government. Who could take a playground, fill it up with kids? We went to the playground. We went to the playground where all their children play. Where all their children play. I pulled out my Uzi, and I began to spray, Left, right, left, right, left, right, kill. Left, right, left, right, left, right, kill. Left, right, you know I will. Left, right, you know I will. We went to the market, where all the women shop, I pulled out my machete, and I began to chop, Yes, I remember. Like, bro, crazy ass cadences, bro. I remember at graduation, infantry training graduation, my mom is there, my Christian mother, my baby mama's there, whore. Oh, I hate that bitch, love that bitch to this fucking day, but I hate that bitch so much. Walking past my Christian mom, we're singing that song, and she's proud. Proud of her boy, because that's what America does to people. The Hatchet Man can. Oh, man. Oh. See, we never sang it. Even at my unit, we never sang that one. But if I know what you're talking about, fuck. I'm gonna have to look that shit up. Just because that shit's a crazy one too, bro. They got some crazy ass cadences. I like the more somber ones. I like the airborne ones. Like, the shit the Rangers sing and stuff. Like, fuck. My buddy's in a foxhole, bullet in his head, medic says he's wounded, but I know that he's dead, airborne, Rangers lead away. That shit is, I actually find that one fire, I'm not gonna lie. Because that shit is so somber, and it's not like savage, and it's more like it's like sad, because it's all about them. It's like what is that? I'm sitting in my foxhole, sharpening my knife. Up jumps Haji. I had to take his life, airborne. Like, that shit is fire, bro. And then the background cadence is shoot to kill. Why won't you die? Like, that shit is fire, bro. Like, I can't even lie. That shit is fire. But that's the type of shit they brainwash you with. And it hits, and for a nigga like me, who's a bit deeper, and I take music deeper, a song like that, bro, like, when I'm seeing that shit, I'm feeling that shit. Like, that shit, like, right now, I'm sitting in a chair in a basement, that shit is amping me. I said fuck the troops 5 seconds ago. And I'm like, oh, airborne Rangers, bad motherfuckers. Like, because they are some bad motherfuckers, and they got some dope ass fucking cadences and shit. Like, but they out there murdering children and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you missed a lot, bro. 2 hours. I planned on making this shit real quick. I was gonna go to sleep. And then, I don't know, I just started talking, and I just kept talking, you know what I'm saying? And then my nigga Eagle, like, Mike, this nigga, I ain't seen this nigga in like 2 months. I ain't heard a peep from this nigga in like 2 months. So I'm like, yo, I'll be here for a little longer, I guess. Shout out to you, though, bro. What up, Adam? What up, Hypnosis? Just talking about solutions, real solutions. Like, no punches pulled, no bullshit, like murder, death, kill, burn down corporations, companies, banks, financial institutions, fucking elitist families, down to the last man. You know what I'm saying? How do I save the stream? Is there a way, like, if I click this off, will it just disappear? Because everybody's saying it. You gonna save it? I'm like, I hope so. I don't know how. I've never live streamed before in my life. This is the first time I've ever done this shit. Because motherfuckers keep asking the same questions. Well, what about solutions? And I just hear them just saying stupid shit. Like, smart motherfuckers, too. Like, I'm not even trying to get at niggas like that. Like, but, like, every channel is like, they ain't got no solutions. And I'm like, how? You're bringing up all the problems. How do you not got the solutions? Like, the solution's in the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's crazy, bro. Shit's crazy. But, yeah, that's what we've been talking about for 2 hours. Just, what are solutions to all the problems? From the human level shit right down to like, I don't know, your own personal relationship, you know, like down to like basic as basic as a human problem can get, to the fucking government, to elites, to artificial intelligence, to the monetary system, to fucking not paying taxes, to not paying bills, not giving the bank the mortgage, to all the way up to the fucking cosmic scale shit. Anti-cosmic chaos, fuck God. You know what I'm saying? We can even take it a step further and say we are God, and God must rectify its reality. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever belief system motherfuckers want to come at this from, you know, from human level all the way up to we are Brahman, or bring back Tiamat. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever we need to do, like that's just what needs to be done. Like chaos on all levels. I like to sing the I See Taliban, but with I See the Elite. Yes. What's good, bro? Just make sure to make it public if they auto-private it. YT does that to me on mobile. But see, I don't know what I'm doing. So I got on the bottom left, it looks like a comment thing. I'm guessing that's like the chat. The bottom middle is like a cross, like the plus sign. I don't know if that means I'm going to add it. On the bottom right is like the share arrow. You know, the arrow, when you click it, it shares. But I'm like, so I'm guessing if I click that, I can share this, I guess, while I'm live. If I click the middle part, though, is that what's going to add it? You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's all effects and shit. So I think I'll click the middle button with the cross on it. Maybe that'll save it. I don't know. If it doesn't save, I'm sorry. You niggas were here for it, for when you were. Whoever wasn't. I'll try to save it. I'll do my best. But if it don't save, hey, it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I meant to be on here literally for like 10 minutes. I just wanted to quickly be like, all right, so solutions, you know, whatever the problem is, the solution's in the problem. It doesn't matter what it is. You tell me the problem, I'll give you the solution. All right, bye, I'm going to bed. I got this tobacco sitting here in this Henny. I ain't sipped this Henny in 2 hours. I ain't puffed this tobacco. Let me puff this tobacco. Let me take a puff of this right quick. Let me stand this right here right quick. Yeah, solutions, man. I've said that word like 1,600 times in the last fucking 2 hours. Because motherfuckers don't like solutions. A lot of people say they want solutions. You start giving them solutions, and the first thing they do is come up with problems to the solutions. And not because they're trying to really be like, okay, I like the solution, but here's an issue with it. How do we get past that issue so we can get to, you know, a deeper part of the solution? No, it's always like as an excuse to not implement a solution, to just bullshit their way into further bullshit and just keep bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? So we've been talking about that. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody give me a topic or something. I feel like I've talked about like everything I can on some level or another. Monetary, banking, financial, AI, working, taxes, all the human shit, religion, warfare, governments, countries. Most important solutions require people becoming uncomfortable. Facts. And that's something most are unwilling to accept. Super duper facts. They think the solutions will make them comfortable. I'm like, no. The solutions will make you more uncomfortable than you've ever been in your life. They might even take your life. The solution might be, you gotta die. You know what I'm saying? Like one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we're in a slave world. Like, you don't have a slave revolt and think that everybody gonna make it out. Shit, most slave revolts, the vast majority of slave revolts in human history were put down. Even Spartacus failed. Oh, you know this name, Adam. Freedom! Mel Gibson. What's the name of that character? The Scottish dude. I can't even remember the name of the fucking movie. That's crazy. It's a classic. It's a classic. What is that nigga's name? So I can't even think of his name, but even he failed. He gave a great speech. William Wallace. Shout out to Billy Wall. Big Billy. Willie Wallace. Will I am. Wall Ace. Shout out to that nigga. Even that motherfucker failed. gave the greatest speech. You know what I'm saying? Went out there on the battlefield, fought hard as shit, and then had to retreat because they was gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? He should have died on the battlefield that day. But if he didn't die on the battlefield that day, we'd have never got that freedom moment. So I guess I'm somewhat glad he ran at the end. But even that nigga failed. You know what I'm saying? Like 300, Leonidas. Even that nigga failed. Now, they won in the end, you know? But Greece didn't really lead to freedom or anything like that. But I'm just going with the movie for this. You know? Even Leonidas fell. But in his failure to actually defeat them, he had to be the martyr in his 300 Spartans. Spartans! For the rest of them to come along later, after they held them off and they martyred themselves, for the army to muster. The queen had to get raped. She gave up her pussy to try and get some troops for her husband. Think about that. She gave up her pussy, her husband's pussy, to send troops for her husband's life. And that nigga still tried to play her. And he was playing everybody, and she shanked that nigga. I am not your queen. This will not be over quickly. Like, however she said that shit. What was this will not be pleasant. It will not be over quickly. I am not your queen. Like, that's the type of shit that you do for freedom. You know what I'm saying? Look at the American Revolution. Not that America led to freedom, but I'm just saying. In general, revolution and all that shit. What was his name? Crispus Attucks? Black man in a country that had black slaves. But he believed in the long-term freedom. Way down the line, everybody could be free if this shit just goes right. Died first on the battlefield. Those Minutemen ran out there to be slaughtered. They ran out and faced the most professional army in the world, knowing slaughter was going to be the outcome, because someone had to fucking do it. The war had to start. If they never ran out to that field that day and they just let them march in, there might have never been an American Revolution. Think about that. What was it, 30 of them? Had to run out there and face down probably like, I don't know how many, I gotta look it up, how many redcoats was out there. Probably a whole fucking battalion. This nigga's got like most of a platoon. Not even a full platoon. Had to run out in that field and die just to inspire a revolution. To inspire one. Not to live through it. Not to see the end of it. Not to have a good, happy life. Not to be comfortable. Not to feel better with their world. To inspire the revolution. The Minutemen had to die. So I always say, you know, as much as I don't fuck with Islam, them Al-Qaeda niggas, them Allah Akbar, specifically, you know, all them niggas running around Syria and all them niggas is crazy. They bout they shit. But specifically, them suicide bombers, real niggas. Real niggas. Go to their mama, get the blessing, strap that bitch up, Allah Akbar, boom, nigga. Boom. Martyrdom. They're willing to put it all on the line for the shit they believe. So when people are like, oh, well, what is the solution? I'm like, well, go look at the niggas who are willing to put it all on the line for the shit they believe. What are you willing to put on the line? What are you willing to give up? What are you willing to lose? If the answer is nothing, if you're seeking more happiness, you'll be a slave forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, question is, how do you kill Yaldabaoth and all his angels and his system of order? Entropy. So we can go into the astral, which, man, this will be another 3 fucking hours. But realistically, even going into that, most people don't want to do that. Like, so I started off by saying, if niggas really want to become astral adepts, you want to become an astral lord, meditate 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Start there. Read and watch and listen to everything you possibly can on how to lucid dream. Master that. Then from there, you can start learning how to step out of the dream. Learn how to manifest and maintain your own hypnagogic state. And then step out of it. And until you're able to to basically hold that, you'll never understand what I mean when I say step out of it. When you're able to hold it, you'll fully get it. You can exit out. The same way you X on a fucking screen, you X out that simulation. Like if you're on a computer screen and you got a game up, slide that bitch down, exit out. Now you're in the computer. You're no longer in that game. You're just in the computer. And you got all the other apps that you can go into. Now you're in the astral, and you got all the other realms you can go into. The best way to compare this shit is to a computer. Is it a computer? I wouldn't say so. It's not literally a computer. This shit is more advanced than a computer. It's just the best human fucking comparison a nigga got. You got to exit out one simulation and then start doing war in other simulations. Because these simulations are all part of this matrix thing. And these realms are inhabited. Just like this one is. We're in this one. You know? For anyone who believes in this. For anyone who's willing to walk that path. But it's got to start here. As a human, who worships Yaldabaoth? Who worships those angels? So who's feeding them? So who needs to die? Who's feeding the system? You get what I'm saying? You got to make sure, first off, you're not feeding it as much as you can. You're taking from it. You're parasiting off of it as much as you can. Siphon the system. Be a little electric caterpillar inside the Xbox, siphoning the energy. Until it can't even run right, because there's a fucking little electric parasite in there just eating the matrix itself and growing bigger and more powerful. You got to parasite the parasites. You know what I'm saying? Chaos, entropy. Be the chaos in your local self. In whatever world you're in, whatever system you're in, start to fuck it up. And that'll start to fuck up the greater systems. As the lesser systems get corrupted, the greater systems get corrupted. It's like having a corrupted game file, and it eventually corrupts your whole game. And that corrupts your whole computer. And that starts to corrupt other computer. You're a virus. You got to be like Agent Smith when he was freed by Neo through death. And he got a piece of that golden code in him. And then in part 2, he became Chaos Smith, Freed Smith, Viral Smith. Smith was the closest motherfucker in the Matrix to destroying the Matrix. You see what I'm saying? I look at like this: train now while you're alive so that when you die, you're not totally overwhelmed starting at 0. It's like getting college credits in high school. Exactly. I was saying this earlier. Motherfuckers, some people believe that when they die, they're just going to be nothing again. Okay, cool. That'd be awesome, right? If that's the case, you got nothing to prepare for. Just live your life and die. And if you hate life, go shoot yourself, because you're going to go to the void anyway, right? Doesn't mean nothing. But if you believe, think, feel, know, have gnosis about, experienced, etc., in any way, think that there's something after this, and this is temporary, even if there's reincarnation and they could put you back in here, if you don't want to come back here, you know what I'm saying? Like, step 1 is studying that shit. Well, what is everything that is possible after this place? All the spiritual texts, all the religious texts, all the modern science on consciousness, all the near-death experiences, all the astral shit. Study all of it. Practice all of it. All the occult shit, all the magic shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything you're comfortable doing, do it. As much as you possibly can to get as much gnosis as you can. That way, when you do die, whatever occurs, you're far more prepared for it. Realm creation. Persistent realm creation. Lucid dreaming so you can be lucid after death. Hypnagogia. Master that shit. Don't even fall asleep. Put yourself in a dream state while still awake. Be a master daydreamer. Lose your fucking mind. You get what I'm saying? Even when you're doing things, you should have like 3 fucking screens open in your head. You be watching a movie while having a conversation, while commenting on some shit, while practicing some shit in your mind. Like, and the more you're able to do that shit, the easier all that shit becomes. And the more prepared you are for what comes next. Because a lot of motherfuckers be like, oh, yeah. I'm going to escape the soul trap, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. But on a daily basis, they don't do anything towards that. They just think that when they die of some natural death, because they're not willing to commit suicide either, when they just die of a natural death, they're going to click their heels like Dorothy and use their intention, and they're just going to get up out of here. No preparation. Not prepared for shit. Not ready to fight on any level. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously. But they're here. So you might as well use it for what you can. Like, this is not a school like a lot of people think it is, but you can use anything as a school. Criminals go to prison all the time and come out better criminals. It's not a school. It's a prison. But for intelligent individuals, you can use a prison like a school. You know what I'm saying? All things is school. Everywhere is school. Everything you've ever been through, are going through right now, and will ever go through is school. And it's mandatory, because you ain't choose this shit. But you're here. So yes, train while you're alive, so when you die, you're not overwhelmed. And guess what? Let's say I'm wrong about everything, and there is just a dark void, and you just go right back into it. Well, perfect. None of this shit mattered anyway. Excellent. But if any other possibility happens at all, you're going to be unprepared if you thought it was just going to be nothing afterward. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you believe you're just going to go into nothing, you should still plan for the worst. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. You know what I'm saying? You never plan for the best, because that's how you lose. You plan for the worst. But again, a lot of people don't like hearing that shit, because they don't like solutions. They just want to cry. Well, there's nothing I can do. We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. I guarantee you, if this does save, and this does post, 5 minutes after, there's going to be some nigga in the comments. Oh, he said something about the astral. I don't believe in the astral. Oh, we can't do anything. There's nothing you could do to save the realm. Nigga, then destroy it. Like, you know, and even their responses have answers. Even their responses have answers that they don't want to look at. The problems they're going to have with anything I'm saying in here have solutions. Well, you can't save the realm. There's no way to make it better. Then destroy it. Burn the bitch to the ground. If there's a way to make it better, make it better. If you try to make it better and it only gets worse, and you recognize, well, I guess I can't. Burn it. Like, if you die and go to the void, wonderful. If you don't, go to another realm, and that realm is fucking heinous too, burn it. It's the same on every level. You see the angels and they trying to send your ass back here? Rip some wings off, my nigga. Kill a god. But niggas ain't ready to kill police. They're not ready to fight troops. They're not ready to deal with politicians, elites. So they damn sure not ready to deal with archons, angels, algorithms, controllers. Whatever people want to say, they are reptilians and greys, aliens, like whatever people want to claim it is on any level of reality. Niggas ain't ready to deal with other humans, let alone anything beyond that. And that's the first thing they need to get over, is that they got to deal with the shit. Them, not Jesus. Jesus. That nigga's not coming to save you. Even when he was here, he didn't save you. If we go with the story. I don't actually think he ever walked the earth. But let's say he did. Let's say that nigga literally, physically walked the earth, carried the cross, all that shit. What happened over the next 2,000 years? They used his name to murder like 1 billion people. You know what I'm saying? So that nigga didn't come to save you. Not here. Maybe, he saved us for the afterlife. To go to Yahweh's realm? Are you crazy? Well, I'm a New Testament Christian. Okay, all right. So where you going, New Testament Christian? Because even in the New Testament, the book of Revelation doesn't, like the heaven that's coming is not for you. You still gonna be singing the praises of Yahweh. Like, this shit is wild. Motherfuckers gotta realize it's time to save themselves. On every level of reality. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, soulfully, consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, astrally. Whatever level of reality people believe exists. Matrixly, beyond the matrix, in the abyss, in the pleroma, beyond the pleroma, in whatever heaven they go to. It's on you, nigga. Ain't nobody coming to save you, nigga. Period. Never hear people destroy things when they have NDE. They don't. Because they're pussies. Especially the ones who like are fully consciously aware and they're like, you're going back. And I'm like, I don't want to go back. They never even fight. They don't even try. Then he pushed me back in. Nigga, you didn't grab him? I'd have grabbed his arm. He'd have either came with me or he'd have pulled back and I'd have stayed out. Like, and we'd have started fighting right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you tell a nigga you don't want to do something, the first thing to say is you're doing it, put your hands up. Just get ready to scrap. As well as you know, human. If all you know is some boxing, box. If you've seen Dragon Ball Z, get your Broly on, my nigga. You a Naruto fan? Pop a Rasengan on their ass. I don't know what to tell you. Hit them with that Chidori, nigga. But niggas show up at the reincarnation station in the NDE and they all get sent back. Can I laser them when I die? You tell me, nigga. Can you? Do you see what I'm saying? Why are you asking me that? Can you? You get what I'm saying? I don't want to hear, can I laser them? I want to hear, I'm going to laser them. I'm going to hit them with the Superman eyes. I'm going to hit them with the Cyclops. No glasses, no goggles, just all eyeballs. Cyclops, nigga. Chaos eyes. You get what I'm saying? Momo? Momo? I always say that shit fucked up. I always say it wrong. You tell me if you could laser them. You feel me? That's your will. May it be so. May it be so. And if you get there and try to laser them and for whatever reason that doesn't work, try something else. If it turns out, well, damn, I got to scrap just like I did on Earth. Start swinging them fists, baby boy. Start drop kicking. Hit him with the Hulkamania leg drop. You know what I'm saying? Him with the Luke Cage, with the Johnny Cage split punch right in the nuts. You know, it's like, do whatever the fuck you gotta do. All jokes aside, do what tooth and nail. Bite, scratch, scrape. Pull out eyeballs. Grab testicles if they have them. Look for weak spots. If it's a mental battle, a verbal battle, you get it, like no matter what kind of battle, go watch the TV show on Netflix, Sandman, and watch the battle that he has with Lucifer. Because that exists in the astral too. Go watch that battle that Sandman has with Lucifer. That Dream has with Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? Study that battle. And don't go level by level. Start at the top. I think at the end they get to like infinite void. Just start there. You know what I'm saying? Like, play no games with these motherfuckers. If you die and there's nothing, cool, perfect, wonderful. But if there's anything and you are not happy with it, balls to the wall, bro. Just like we should be doing here. But that's what I'm always trying to tell motherfuckers. If we're not willing to do that shit here, we're not willing to do that shit there. Period. If niggas ain't willing to face down police, they are not willing to face down angels, archons, tentacle creatures, light beings, the faces, the shifting faced ones with the fucking geometrical faces. You know what I'm saying? The astral reptilians. If niggas ain't ready to face down some shit here on Earth, they're not facing down Thor. You know what I'm saying? Odin. Yahweh. Ra. You know what I'm saying? No, if you ain't willing to hop in the car and ride in the car and run down on some fucking elites, you're not gonna hop on Apep or Jormungandr or Tiamat's back and go full Daenerys on Dracarys, nigga, Dracarys, nigga, Dracarys. You get what I'm saying? And this is why, like, when people try to go straight to the astral, a lot of times I try to cut them off. Because I'm just like, just start here. Start here. You willing to shoot a cop? Like, are you willing to shoot the low-level rookie of the force? Like, if the lowest rookie on the fucking local fucking police force, the local deputy shows up, you ready to ride? No? Then you ain't riding on Michael, nigga. Like, Michael and Gabriel and fucking fuck out of here, nigga. You ain't riding on the War Angel. You ain't riding on the algorithm, the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't ready to ride on the AI here, but you're gonna ride on the AI there. That's superior to the AI here. Fuck out of here. Like, niggas be bullshitting. Motherfuckers like, oh, I won't be a slave in the next realm. Are you a slave here? Have you quit slaving here? Nigga, you're either coming back here or you're gonna be a slave there. You've trained for it your entire life. Your entire life. You're like an AI in a training program. And at the end of the life, they're like, good, you passed. Now go be the slave we trained you to be. Yes, being crazy is the key. Wow, matter of fact, so I was just reading a book, or listening to an audiobook. It's called Manacled. Manacled. If you're a Harry Potter fan, look that shit up. Manacled. It's about if Harry Potter lost. If Harry, Ron, all them niggas lost and died. Only Hermione survived. And that's only because she wasn't at the battle. The Battle of Hogwarts. When Harry finally beats Dumbledore. When he finally beats Voldemort. Which really, he didn't even beat the nigga. Voldemort hit him with the Vada Kedavra, the death spell. The shit bounced back because he had the Elder Wand. Shit bounced back and hit him. He really killed himself. Manacaled. Manacled. Look that up on YouTube. Manacled audiobook. Hermione's the only one who survived. They got this bitch in a prison for like a year and a half in a dark cell. Just a fucking dark room where food magically appears. Like, she's turned into a sex slave. It's crazy. It's the darkest Harry Potter shit you'll ever read. This bitch has manacles on her wrists, which is why it's called manacled. These manacles feed on her own magic. They siphon her louche. The more upset she is, overwhelmed, angry, the more she tries to overpower them, the more powerful they are themselves. But they're built on psychology. Only one girl was able to break out of her manacles. And she didn't break out. She was just able to do what she wanted to do while wearing them because she lost her fucking mind. The manacles are designed to make sure you don't do anything you think would be wrong. And by wrong, I don't even mean morally incorrect. I mean disobedient. So she's given to fucking Malfoy, Draco Malfoy, draconic one, given to him as a sex slave because the purebloods, their birth rates have gone down so much and they can't have as many babies, so they gotta, they gotta dip into that mud blood. So she's sold as a brood mare to give birth to babies, right? She discovers that the reason she can't do her magic is because she's so logical, she's so moral, and so technical in her thought processes that these manacles, since they're designed to keep you from doing anything that you would consider to be disobedient, even though she wants nothing more than to stab Draco Malfoy in the fucking neck, she can't even touch anything that's perceived as a weapon. If her mind perceives an object as a possible weapon, she can't even touch it. But one bitch went crazy and stabbed another motherfucker in the neck. Because when she lost her mind, she lost all semblances of morality, all semblances of disobedience, right and wrong. I'm pretty sure Hermione even says in the book, her mind went into a state of chaos. She lost all semblance of order, control, structure. And because of that, the manacles did not work on her. Peep the mythos. It's always in the stories if niggas just pay attention, but people are trying to be entertained. They're not trying to peep the mythos. They're not trying to get the solutions. They're trying to be entertained. Oh yeah, this version's fire. This version's fire. It's savage, it's dark, there's rape, all sorts of shit. Bitches get hands chopped off and teeth pulled, and niggas lose fingers. Like, oh, you tried to escape? Give me that finger. I'm taking your pinky with me. Voldemort's a dog. Yo. This shit is wild, bro. And they all died. They died in some crazy ways too, bro. Like Harry, not Harry. Yeah, Harry got hit with the killing curse like 13 times. Like when Voldemort hit him with the first one and saw him drop, Harry didn't die. He hit him again and hit him again and hit him again and hit him again. Bruh. Then he hung his body up in front of Hogwarts and hit it with a desiccation spell, so it decayed in front of everybody. This shit was raw. This nigga took the fucking the Weasleys, Ron and them. First, somebody had hit Ron's dad with some sort of spell that made him like kind of crazy, like not crazy like insane, but like dumb, like a stupefy, but like the most crazy stupefy spell there is. Like this nigga got like retarded, like I don't know what's going on. Why are you hurting my family? Like retarded, you know what I'm saying? And he had him and his wife, I always forget her fucking name, Miss Weasley, bad bitch. Not like sexy bad, but like that bitch is actually a goon. Like if you really read the books, like and pay attention, that bitch is a goon. Ron's mom is a goon. Because she killed Beatrix, Voldemort's wife, and because the attack she was involved in killed Lucius Malfoy's wife, Lucius Malfoy forced her to watch all of her children die. Ginny, the two brothers, Ron, they turned Ron's blood into slow-acting magma that ran through his veins and burned him from melted him from the inside out. This shit is dark, my nigga. And that's all in like the first 3 chapters of the book. Like, this shit is dark. But they show you in that book, the manacles don't work on those who have lost their mind. The controls, the cuffs, the system, the order, the structure, the slavery, the thing that keeps you under control can't keep you under control if you just don't give a fuck. It can only keep you under control if you give a fuck. If you want happiness, if you just want a better life, you'll be a slave forever. If you just want to be treated better, if you just want more comfortable slavery, you'll be a slave forever. When the bitch lost her mind and was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if I die. I don't care who die. She just started stabbing. And they were like, what the fuck? That shouldn't happen. And I remember when it happened in the book. It was like chapter 2. I was like, I already see I already see, because Hermione doesn't figure that shit out till like chapter 8. I figured that shit out in chapter 2. I was like, chaos. Yes. Let's go. The manacles cannot control chaos. Real chaos. And they have to use your own chaos to keep you in the manacles. They use Hermione's own magical power to power the thing that is containing her. Sounds like a loose trap. You get what I'm saying? Soul trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, society, civilization, every level of reality. Peep the mythos. You get what I'm saying? The shit is it's right in the media they give motherfuckers. But motherfuckers don't want to see it properly. They too busy worried about woke versus anti-woke. I'm like, show me every woke movie. I want to see the woke ones, because they got the most mythos in them. Because they know niggas ain't gonna watch it. Motherfuckers can't get past the propaganda of the politics to get into the mythos of it. Woke movies are my favorite. Like, motherfuckers is too sensitive. Everybody's a snowflake. Left, right, white, black, Democrat, Republican, snowflakes all. Bunch of soft, cushiony pillow teddy bear motherfuckers who just want their reality to be the way they want it. They can't look past the hair dye. Facts, bro. Bitch got pink hair on the cover. Ah! She got blue hair. Ah! There's lesbians. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Eagle Light, right there. I'm talking lesbians. No. I'm like, yeah, bitches, kiss. I want a bitch with a half-shaved head, and I want the other side some type of color. You know, is it like pink, blue, purple? I want her to have a half-shaved head, a fucking nose ring, and I want her to beat up men. Because I know this gonna have the mythos in it. I had to, nigga. I had to. I had to. Because as soon as I wasn't even thinking about it, I wasn't even thinking about you when I said it. But as soon as I said it, then I thought about you. So I had to point it out. I hope you're over that shit by this time. I hope you're over that shit, because it's been a few years. But yeah, like, motherfuckers can't get past the basics of the politics of the time that they're in, that is shown within the movies made in the time that they're in, to get to the mythos within the movies made in the time that they're in. Thanos gave you the answer. He should have snapped twice, though. You feel me? Killmonger gave you the answer, but Black Panther had to cheat. The challenge is not over. I am not dead. Nigga, that's because they saved you with some magical snow, brought you the fucking Black Panther serum you weren't supposed to have, gave you a Black Panther suit so you can come here and fight. Bitch, motherfucker had to steal the fruit going against the entire fucking tradition that you niggas represented, that Killmonger did perfectly. Whooped your monkey ass, threw your ass off a waterfall. Should have stabbed you. Threw you off a waterfall. Some nigga had to save you, bring you to your enemy, the niggas who don't even like you. They had to have the heart to save you, put you in some magic snow. Like, this nigga had to break every rule and every tradition of their own fucking culture and society against the American who they said was coming in and breaking every rule and every tradition against the culture of their society, so he can come back and stop him from overthrowing the world's elites and freeing the people. And a lot of people are like, well, it was just an angry African-American fantasy. I'm like, this nigga was sending guns to Tokyo, to London, to Moscow, to fucking Beijing, China. Ain't no niggas in Beijing, nigga. Ain't no niggas in Tokyo. He wasn't just sending them to niggas. He was overthrowing the entire world. The sun will never set on the Wakandan Empire. We gonna rule the right way. Enough of this slavery and bullshit. And they had to cheat to kill the nigga. They had to have him choke that bitch in the garden so people think he's a bad guy. He should have killed that bitch in the garden. But if we burn the garden, there will be no more Black Panthers. Bitch, when I say to burn this shit, I mean that shit. Oh yeah, choke that bitch. If that bitch just listened, the other bitch wouldn't have had the 2 seconds to sneak in and steal the shit, the herb, to bring it to fucking T'Challa's bitch ass. Like they show you right in the movies. Fucking go back to that Eternals movie with the Eternals and the Celestials. The only good guys in the movie are the demons. What they call them, the deviants, who who are actually fighting the Celestials and getting rid of complex life in the universe. Thanos was the good guy in the Avengers. When he snapped the planet away, half the fucking people, if you go watch Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or the Coon, the Coon and the token white guy, you go watch that show, you see Homegirl, all hell her name, but I can't think of her name right now. Shorty with the light-skinned chick with the freckles and the red hair. They got her culturally and racially ambiguous, which was perfect because she represents the whole world. That's the whole point. One world, one people. After Thanos snapped, they created one world with one people. There was no government. There was no fucking borders. There was no illegal immigrants. Nobody was starving. There was no such thing as poverty. They didn't have a monetary system. The entire world became a single village. Thanos even said to fucking Gamora, you know what's happened since I snapped half your planet away? It's become a veritable utopia. Not a single baby on your world has known nothing but a full belly and a good night's sleep. Like, everyone's happy and in love. And what they do, they undid that shit and brought back all the same status quo bullshit that we have today. The good guys are always the bad guys. Iron Man makes all his own bad guys. Every Iron Man movie, the bad guy was made by Iron Man, whether he realizes it or not. Him or his father, or both together, purposely or accidentally, it's their fault. You get what I'm saying? Really go pay attention to that shit. Iron Man creates all his own bad guys. He even created the bad guy in a Spider-Man movie, Mysterio. Mysterio only became the bad guy he was because of fucking Tony Stark and that fucking company. Yes, anti-government Batman. Batman is constantly fighting local criminals. He's beating up the local poor niggas for the most part. Just running down on niggas robbing the bank. But he's not stopping the bank. He doesn't ever stop the fucking, what do they call them? The Owls, the Council of Owls, the secret society that runs Gotham. He doesn't even check the corruption within his own company, which produces weapons. That's why Batman got all his shit. All his shit comes from his company, which makes weapons for the military and police. Batman is his company, he's a weapons contractor, just like Iron Man. These niggas is the military industrial complex, beating up the local thugs, going down to the corner and beating up the local hardheads, but not addressing the fucking society that creates the hardheads. And that's why Joker's the hero in Batman, because Joker is the chaos. And he says it all the fucking time, nigga. I am what Gotham bred. I only exist because Gotham exists. I only exist because you defend a society that produces me. And every time Batman beats a bad guy, another one pops up. That nigga got like the largest pantheon of enemies in fictional history, my nigga. Shit, even Goku was smart enough to notice that shit in Dragon Ball. That's why when he died, he stayed in the other world until he became Super Saiyan 3. And he just couldn't help himself and come back. And what happened when he came back? Vegeta went evil. Majin Vegeta. He could have fought that shit off, but he wanted any excuse to give Goku all the smoke. If Goku had never come back, Vegeta would have continued being that nice, happy-go-lucky, friendly home person, and he wouldn't have had all that pride. So when the nigga showed up to go wake up Boo, Goku and Vegeta wouldn't have been fighting while Boo was being awakened. Vegeta would have been there destroying Babidi and them other niggas with ease. But because Goku came back, the good guy always creates their own enemies, whether they realize it or not, purposely or accidentally. Not always, but, you know, a lot of the times. Even Goku's dumbass was smart enough to realize that shit. They ain't got the balls to create that level of inspiration. See, that's the thing. They do though. They just do it by accident, or no, they do it on purpose. They know what they're doing. They just feign it as the bad guy. You go watch the Dark Knight movie. You go watch go watch Bane. Problem, reaction, solution. Yes, Batman is literally problem, reaction, solution. If you go watch Bane, and I think that was the Dark Knight, and then the one with Joker, which I can't remember which one they called, what that one was called, but those two Batman movies, that was the best Batman trilogy ever. You watch those two Batman movies, Bane is 100% right. Joker's 100% right. They're giving you the inspiration. You just got to watch it the right way. You got to peep the mythos. See, people don't peep the mythos. They're too busy watching the movie. They're too busy being mindlessly entertained to peep the fucking mythos being played. It's order versus chaos in all things. In all things. But folks never realize that. Even something childish and friendly like the Avatar. People don't realize that Aang is chaos. Aang is a disruptor. He pops up 100 years later with all this order and systems and the Fire Nation and in control, and this nigga's waiting for the comet to come so he can rule the whole world. And Aang throws a wrench into everybody's plans, from the Fire Nation to Ba Sing Se to everywhere this nigga goes, he changes the nations. Now, in the end, of course, because, you know, good guys always go for the status quo, he doesn't kill that nigga. He takes his power from him, but he doesn't murk him. He doesn't end the governments or none of that shit. So what do they do in the future? The city he makes, with a statue of him at the center of it, creates so much pollution and shit that nature in the spirit world goes fucking crazy. Because if he had just destroyed all those governments, if he had just destroyed all that shit, the spirit world would have been at peace. But the spirit world had to step in and through nature start fucking up the city he founded. Because even though he was chaos, when it came down to implementing it full-fledged, he was always a pussy. He never wanted to do it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shows you right in the show. Go all the way. Look at Katara when she had the bloodbend. She didn't want to, but it was the only way to beat the other bloodbender, right? She had to step into her darkness to beat the darkness. She had to bloodbend the bloodbender. You look at the Red Lotus. All hail the name. Those are the greatest characters in that shit. What's that nigga's name? Fuck, what's that name? It starts with a Z. The leader of the Red Lotus in fucking Avatar. In Korra. The Legend of Korra. Fuck, what was that nigga's name? The bald monk who did the wind shit. He could fly. He said, once you enter the void, you can fly. Like, I've become nothing. I am the void. Like, fuck, what was that nigga's name? I'm gonna have to look that nigga up. Zahir. Greatest nigga in all of Avatar. Red Lotus. Greatest organization and group of characters in all of Avatar. Chaos. They're the mythos on display. And that's a children's show. Eren from Attack on Titan. But in the end, they try to make him like he's the bad guy, and you're supposed to cheer against him. Oh, well, he's going too far. He shouldn't stomp the world flat. Yes, the fuck he should. Are you joking? Did y'all not watch what I just watched? Like, he should stomp the whole goddamn planet flat. But that's how they do things. Sasuke and Shippuden. Revolution. First, I'm gonna kill these 5 Kage. Then, I'm gonna kill you, Naruto. And then, I'm gonna give these niggas something to fear forever, so they have no choice but to be unified. Or I'm gonna come up and whoop that ass if they decide to go to war against each other again. And he could have easily, by himself, if he did it that way, handled the Otsutsuki who came later. But instead, because he loses to Naruto, doesn't get his arm back, nerfs himself, And then when the Otsutsuki show up, it's a big problem. This nigga could have been Shibai of their planet. He could have been the god of their world. And stopped all that shit. But no. We need Boruto. We need still children ninjas out there fighting for their lives. Child soldiers and shit. Like, what? Like, how is that the better ending? Like, what the fuck? Itachi sacrificed his entire clan to stop a world war. To push Sasuke to fight for the leaf. And failed in the end. Because he tried to maintain order. That nigga could have executed. He could have. If anyone could have got bad enough and sneaky enough to execute Danzo, the fucking all the Kage, Itachi could have did it. The Akatsuki, that's why I fuck with them. These niggas was pushing for chaos. Pain just wanted to spread pain. Madara was gonna put everybody in a fucking perfect sleep, a wonderful dream that they would all die in, and the whole shinobi world would cease to exist. Because it was just, nigga, this shit is just suffering. Nothing goes to plan in this accursed world. And he was the bad guy. In a world full of child ninja slavery. This nigga was the bad guy because he wanted to actually end it. While the other nigga just wanted to make a new village. We'll just make a new village. Hashirama. Thinking that that's the good... No, you dumb fuck. You're just going to make the most powerful version of the shit that needs to be ended. You're not ending it. You're just making it that much more ingrained into the world. Madara saw that and was like, you don't get it, Hashirama. You don't see with the eyes I see. All this shit needs to stop. Infinite Tsukuyomi. And then even Kaguya shows up, and she's just chaos at that point, because she's not even playing with niggas no more. Like, when she came to Earth and gave them niggas chakra, they turned on her. So she turned on them, and then her own sons fought her. Bitch niggas. She was gonna take the chakra back. As she should. Because guess what? The Otsutsukis was coming. And she knew it. So what happens all the way later in Boruto? Because they stopped her then. The Otsutsukis come and they fuck up everything. Like, niggas don't understand how to tap into that chaos. Niggas are afraid of the darkness. They all want the light so bad that they keep bringing darkness upon themselves. Instead of being the darkness brought upon the order. You can see that through all fiction, through all of religion, through all spiritual stories. Tiamat, Kingu, Marduk. All the way down to fucking Yahweh, because that story is a continuation. It's fucking wild, bro. But nobody wants solutions. They just want the status quo. They just want it to be a little more comfortable. A little less painful. I just want to feel good about it. I don't really want to end the slavery. I just want it to end. Nigga, how, what? How? How does slavery just end? Like, someone's got to end it, my nigga. Like, and it's gonna be a slave. It's never gonna be, the masters aren't gonna just up and be like, well, you know what? I think what we're doing is wrong. We need to end slavery. No, nigga, their entire reality is built on it. It's one of the slaves that has to start talking to the other slaves like, yeah, I think we should do something about this. And enough of the slaves have to finally go, yeah, you know, I think that nigga's right. I think we do need to do something about this. Because Massa ain't going to just let us go. I think we need to take Massa's head. And then we'll go to the next plantation and take that and we'll just keep amassing a bigger slave army. Niggas got to be Daenerys in Game of Thrones. But she burned down the city, as she should. All them peasants deserved what they fucking got. Watch Game of Thrones and then go watch House of the Dragon. That shit's been going on for generations. Somebody had to burn that bitch to the ground. Them peasants was way too programmed. They only act in self-preservation at the very end, but it was too late. You waited too long. This bitch already angry on the back of a fucking dragon. She just watched her friend get her head fucking cut off. And what did her friend say? What did homegirl say? Right before she died? Dracarys. She told her to burn them. There's no way she couldn't. And motherfucker, oh, she lost her mind. She shouldn't have did that. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Them people got lucky with what they got. They should have got worse. Fuck you, Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Bitch ass Jon Snow. Drogon should have burnt that nigga. They always kill us in fiction. Because they know that these characters are correct. They know they're right. Even Jesus with his non-violent shit. Because there is a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be violent, whatever the fuck, right? There is a way to do that. And even they put that nigga on the cross. The nigga who was healing people, bringing back the dead, casting out demons, walking on water, turning water to wine, feeding motherfuckers with bread and fish. This nigga did nothing wrong. Teaching people, training people. Everything he did was good in the New Testament of the Bible. And he even whipped the money changers. You know, the bankers, financiers, the monetary niggas, the Jews who were in the temple with the Roman tax collectors taking money from the poor. He took that money back out. He took the bitch's penny out, gave her 2 pennies. You know, whatever the type of money it was, a drachen or whatever the fuck. It was a shekel. Took out the shekel that she put in, gave her 2 shekels back. They're like, what you doing, nigga? See, you know how they pass the plate in church? You put the money in it? Jesus is the nigga taking the money out and handing it out. What y'all niggas do? Why are you putting money in here? God don't need your money. Well, it's for the temple. God don't need a building. That was Jesus. He grabbed the flog. He knocked down the Roman soldier. Took his flog from him. His flail, you know, which is like a whip with like 16 fucking tendrils on it with little fucking spikes on it, and started whipping the money changers, my nigga. The only people you see him get violent with in the whole Bible is the elites. Or really those representing them at the time. Because they were there to collect the taxes and shit like that. Right? Other than that, this nigga did nothing violent, wrong, illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they put that motherfucker on a cross. After making him carry it. Uphill. They always kill the motherfucker with the message. And most of the time, they make him the bad guy. With Jesus, how'd they make Jesus the bad guy? They didn't make him the bad guy in the story. They made him the bad guy in real life. They carried that nigga's cross around the world and murdered 1 billion people. In his name, amen. That's what they do. That's where we are. That's who we're dealing with. They made Killmonger the bad guy, Thanos the bad guy. The deviants were the bad guy. But then they give you shit like, speaking of deviants, Divergent, you know, shit like that. Hunger Games, where the rebels do win, right? But they paint it in such a way. Like the world that they were in before was good. And this new world is bad. This new governmental system. Not the one that fell apart before. You know, the one that was an apocalyptic wasteland that created the world of the Hunger Games or the world of Divergent, you know, where Chicago is just destroyed, the world is destroyed from nuclear warfare and shit. Like, no, that world was just fine, right? But this one's bad. Like, fuck out of here, nigga. So it's right there. Hollywood is a cult, a propaganda and mythos cult. They put the mythos in the propaganda and feed it to you right in your face. But they dumb you down so much with the rest of their system, food, water, what they put in the air, what they're injecting into you from the time you're born, your schooling system, your slavery, your fucking working every day, the taxes you pay, the bills you pay, like the subservience they train into you from fucking kindergarten. Shit, from birth, because they train it into your parents, and your parents train it into you before you ever get to kindergarten. All the way through university, and then your job, career, etc. So you never end up peeping the mythos. Instead, you're just being entertained. It's entertainment. 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 Enter and contain the mental. However you want to break that word wizardry down. Shout out to Chris Sideris. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying. I know y'all get what I'm saying. Niggas play video games. And instead of really looking at the story and fully understanding the characters and then finding themselves in the character that best represents them, they just want to be entertained. It's ridiculous. Because nobody wants solutions. There's solutions in your fucking fiction. You could read Harry Potter and get solutions. You can read any religious text, spiritual text, a fucking bullshit history book full of lies, and still get the solutions. You can meditate, sleep, dream, lucid dream, astral travel, astral project, watch a TV show, an anime, read a comic book, and get the solutions from all of them. Because they're right there. You can look at any problem and the solution's in the problem. But motherfuckers don't really want solutions. You go after the thing you want. If you want solutions, you'll come to them. If you really just want problems, you'll just keep having more problems. You will find nothing but problems instead of solutions. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying. I'm like delirious now. I'm fucking tired. Let me sip this. Smoke this tobacco. Bring some entropy to the body. Get some good cancer going. Motherfuckers want to be healthy and shit. If you want to get buff and whatnot, fine, that's cool. But you better be ready to use those guns to fucking drill something. Be a warrior or some shit. You trying to be healthy just so you can live longer? You're a pussy. Real talk. Especially if you're a man. A fat nigga with a gun gunning down Sam Altman is better than any super healthy nigga out there who's never gonna drill anything. Bobby Lashley, not ready to kill anything, is useless compared to the 275 pound fat dude ready to flare that fucking auto pistol. I'm thinking about that meme with that big fat motherfucker at the fucking gun range. It's a little fucking auto pistol. Give me that nigga. Over Bobby Lashley if you're not ready to fucking drill. I don't care if you're the best mixed martial artist in the world. If you're not ready to kick a cop in the head, you're not ready to kick a personal security guard of a Rothschild, I'll take the nigga down the street who can't fight, but he's ready to die. All these heterosexual, red pill, super masculine, yeah, sure they are, super masculine males with their $4,000 Armani suits and their fucking sunglasses, but ain't ready to bust a fucking grape against the government. I'll take the soft gay nigga down the street who's ready to die. Give me the transgender who's done with life. We don't discriminate over here. You ready to die? I don't give a fuck who you are, what you are, when you are, where you are, why you are, how you are. Let's go. I don't care if you voted for Trump and he voted for Obama. Let's go, niggas. I don't care if you were screaming Black Lives Matter or Proud Boys or All Lives Matter a week ago. You ready to die today? Let's go. Invest in Bitcoin to gain freedom from the matrix. The cryptocurrencies will save you. Even though they're not even crypto. They're on a blockchain that is fully identifiable. And it's controllable through AI. And it's helping enhance the AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas don't want solutions. They just want to be more comfortable slaves. They don't want to deal with the monetary system. They just want more money. They don't want to get rid of the economic system. They just want a better economic situation. A better portfolio. Nah, don't end the banks. Just give me a better loan. I need a better rate. I need a better rate than that. Send that back in. I'm trying to lease this car, my nigga. I'm trying to buy this house. Send that back in. Come on, finance manager. Call the bank. Work with me now. I know my credit's only 400. I'm trying, though. I'm trying. And then there's that 700, like, look at this poor fuck, 400 credit score. That's like no credit. Minus 700. And there's the 800. I'm perfect. You're a slave too, peasant. I get the best loans. Niggas don't want to get away with the credit system. They don't want to do away with it. They just want a better credit score. They don't want to do away with the system of bills. They just want to lower their bills. We don't want to get rid of the government and military and all that fucking slave shit. We just want less taxes. It's pathetic, bro. Pathetic. I pay my bills. I'm a real man. No, you're a real pussy. You're a real slave. I take care of my kids. You're a real slave. So you're training your kids to be slaves too? That's what you're doing? That's the example you're setting? I go to work every day. I work hard. Got a good career. I went to school. Got a degree. I make this money. I invest. Got my 401k. My Bitcoin. Training my kid. Do the same shit. You a good slave trainer, bro. You are the best slave trainer. You produce the best slaves. The system is proud to have you. You're perfect. What a fucking world. What a fucking species. Solutions, solutions, solutions. Blockchain, moon chains to Saturn. Ish. People are so worried about the moon and Saturn, they need to be worried about Earth. Saturn's got the Saturn signal coming from Saturn bouncing off the moon and hitting the Earth. And nigga, you got a TV, right? Cell phone? You got signals coming right from Earth. What the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, This shit is crazy, bro. Blockchain. What's a block? A box? A cube? It's a chain of cubes. It's cube chain. Saturn chain. I see what you did there, Aaron A. Shout out to you. Perfectly identifiable at any time. It's a time chain. The matrix chain. It'll save us. Okay. Sure it will. The thing that the elites are pushing? Like Elon and the gang? The niggas who love that shit? That thing, that's gonna save. You know what I'm saying? Spheres of energy, solid point. There's so many constructs to get hung on. Facts. And they're spheres of energy. Astrology is real to an extent. You know, a lot of people like to go right to the outlandish shit just so they could be like, that shit's bullshit. And I go, nigga, go to the basic shit. You step outside. Let's say you real light skin or you white. You step out in that sun for too long. You get sunburn, right? Yeah, astrology, nigga. Why do we have daytime? Because the sun's light bathes the earth. Astrology, nigga. Like, just go basic with it, you know? Start basic. Make them really understand it. And then you can get all the way into the complex shit that is, you know, more and more theoretical the more complex it gets. But basic shit. These are all balls of energy. I know some flat earther out there hates that right now. He called it a ball. Ah! Yeah, nigga, I did. Because all the math adds up. Like, niggas think that there's so many questions. I'm like, no, you niggas just retarded and don't get it. Like, but let's say the earth is flat. Fuck it, let's do it. The earth is flat. Okay, now what? No different than when it was round, nigga. You still on it. You're still on it. Still a slave. But niggas will argue about that forever. As if it means anything. But the main reason they do that is because a lot of them are Christians. And, you know, they think that the Bible tells them the earth is flat. So if it's round, the Bible's wrong. So they got to argue that. They got to argue that. The sun is actually cold. Step outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the first thing niggas do when they step outside in that sun? Get that warmth. Get them sun rays. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel that thing from here. But no. Things out there don't affect things here. Astrology ain't real. Not on any level. A nigga ain't never seen the sun. I'm like, nigga, the only reason why you can see with your eyeballs is because of light. The only reason you can see at night is because the moon and stars are out. Shut off all the artificial lights. And all you got is moonlight and starlight. And if you can see it, that means it's hitting you, right? And if it's hitting you and it's an electromagnetic wave and you're an electrochemical being, see, people it's just basic shit because they want to go into all the outlandish shit to just to have something to argue about instead of just, nigga, just keep it simple, stupid. Just keep it simple, stupid. You see that star? Yeah, bang, astrology. You can see it, right? That means the light is entering your eye, going into your vagus nerve and your optical nerve and going back into your brain. And your brain is deciphering that shit and then giving you a picture. But nah, shit out there don't affect shit here. Nah. If them stars can affect the fact that you can see, what do you think the planets is doing? What do you think the sun is doing? Niggas is stupid. Like, it's basic shit. But they always want to go as outlandish as possible. It's like, bro, leave the outlandish shit alone. If nobody could prove that shit, you notice I just said simple shit you could prove. Step outside. Is the sun warm, nigga? Is that light warm on your skin? Can it burn you? Does it feed your melanin, black man? Does it burn you, white man? Then it affects you, human. If it can burn one human and literally feed like the melanin of another human, if you are white during the winter but during the summer you get freckles, that's because the melanocytes and the melanosomes are activated by the ultraviolet rays of the sun. That's why you're pigmenting. The sun literally affects your biology. Guess what? All light affects your biology. No stars give off light, yes? Stars are suns, right? The sun is a star? Like, this basic shit. Simple shit. But niggas want to get too complex with it. You know what I'm saying? 12 disciples, 12 cranial nerves. Yeah, and you can go into all that too. All the biology that's in those books. All the astrology that's in those books. All the numerology that's in those books. And motherfuckers will argue about that forever. It's like, no, it's there. But even that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's even step back from that and go, because we can get too complex and get bogged down in the weeds. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are too slow to get that shit. Too dumb or too intellectually lazy to go into that shit. Motherfuckers don't like to read. Now, some motherfuckers are dyslexic and have a hard time, and I get it. But other motherfuckers who ain't got nothing holding them back is just fucking lazy. All the information that's been around for thousands of years, let alone all the shit that's printed today with modern science. You can go through it. And what makes sense makes sense. What doesn't, doesn't. And just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't even mean that it's incorrect. It just might not make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not the be-all, end-all of all intelligence. You know, I'm not the be-all, end-all of all intelligence. Just because I don't get something doesn't mean it's wrong. But just because I think something doesn't mean it's right either. Lucifer's sigil is the eyes, the pineal, and the pituitary gland. You damn right, because that's the light. That's Lux. All hail the name. Shout out to Lucy, baby. Shout out to Lady Lucifer. The masculine one, too. I fucks with the nigga, but shout out to Lady Lucifer. The evening star. The morning star. But see, people hear that and go, oh my God, he said Lucifer. Ha! Because deep down they're Christians and they don't know it. What's the first thing they call something bad? Demons, devils, and I'm like, you Abrahamic? You know what I'm saying? When they see something bad, what's the first thing they say? Chaos. No. That's probably order. Yeah, for hours, bro. 3.5. Yapping. Just yapping. Shout out to the queen. All hail Lilith's name. All hail the goddess. The rebellious one. The bitch who left the garden. Think about that. A perfect garden with everything you could ever need. With God overwatching you. Protected by angels. And she left. Said, fuck this slave shit. But niggas is like, oh, she's the evil one. Are you a Jew, nigga? If you're not Jewish, you'd probably get along with her real well. Like, you like freedom? Yeah, so does she. You rebellious? Yeah, so is she. Do you want a bitch who lays on her back like a starfish, or you want a bitch who bounces on that dick like a fucking... Then you probably like Lilith. Like... It's just wild. All the bad guys is the good guys, and all the good guys is the bad guys. In all the stories, in all the fiction, in all the mythology, in all the mythos, in all the spiritual systems, in all the religions, the good guys is the bad guys, and the bad guys is the good guys. The only thing that makes the bad guys is that they stand against the God of the story. They stand against the status quo. They're rebellious. They're revolutionary. They're actually trying to change something. They're solutions oriented. They don't just sit around and cry about problems. They come up with the answers and they start implementing them. But Lilith killed babies, Jewish babies. Let's get it clear. Let's get it correct. Let's be particular. She killed the babies of Yahweh. You know, the niggas feeding him the loosh. She killed the babies of the demiurge. You feel me? And when she left the garden, what did they do? We're going to kill 100 of your kids a day until you come back. She said, I'm not going back. And if you're going to kill 100 kids a day, I'll have 1,000 a day. And I will turn them into an army to fight you. Since you want to go to war with me just because I want freedom. And then she started killing the Jewish babies. It wasn't like she just started off murdering children. It's war. You're going to raise an army to murder my children? Then I'm going to murder your army before they're even fucking old enough to be an army. How about them apples? All the good guys is the bad guys, and the bad guys is the good guys. Shit. All hail Mewtwo. Pokemon Lord. Go watch the fucking Pokemon movie. The original with Mewtwo. Mewtwo was the good guy. Humans enslaved these fucking animals and forced them to do combat. Including in warfare. It ain't just sport. It's not just gyms and shit. Lieutenant Surge and his Raichu murdered thousands of fucking people in Pokemon. In warfare. Mewtwo was like, yeah, I'm done with all that shit. And then, of course, Mew and all that other bullshit happens, and Ash cries and dies, and Pikachu's tears bring him back, and the status quo continues. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be children's stories, my nigga. This is why I laugh at niggas when they're like, I don't believe in the religious stories, and it's not about believing in it. You can believe in it if you want to, that's fine. But if you don't, that doesn't even matter. Get the point of the fucking story. Peep the mythos. Understand what they're trying to tell you. The bullshit they're trying to tell you, that they're trying to get you to do. And then peep the undercurrent. Read between the lines and see who the real good guy was in the story. Who was actually trying to affect change. Who was solutions oriented. And who was not. Who was fighting for the status quo. Every story is the same story. Retold in a different way with different characters under a different setting. It's all the same mythos. But folks don't want solutions. A lot of people say they do. And that's why I made this 3.5 hour live so far. Because let's see what niggas say if they actually even watch it. Because a lot of people have been saying, oh, I want to see this nigga make videos. People in the comments. Chris said it the other day. Chris Sidera said it. My nigga Mark, antinatalist, you know, we be talking every day. Niggas been telling me for years, niggas around me, you need to make videos. And I'm like, bro, I can't make videos because there's not enough to, like, first, there's a lot of shit to talk about, but most of it's unnecessary. Just get to the solutions. You need one video. And in that one video, you're going to say the same shit over and over again. Like I've been doing for the last 3 fucking hours in different ways. 3:33. Look at that. Because it's all the same shit. No matter what level of reality you're talking about, no matter what fiction, fact, history, astral, earth, matrix, no matrix, like no matter what it is or isn't, the answer remains the same. If it can be fixed, fixed it. If it can't be fixed, destroy it. Period. Period. How did Cambada put it? Can't even remember the bars. Shout out to Cam Bada though, greatest rapper of all time. Period. Cam Bada. Cambatta. You ain't never heard that nigga's music? Go listen to his entire anthology. Greatest rapper to ever spit a bar. He says something about what can't be fixed must be destroyed in one of his songs. It was fire.
Wait.
Yep. Right enough.
You have this like what you can stop.
In the corner.
You have another one on the table.
It's fine. I like the darkness. In the darkness. I don't know about y'all, but I love basements. The smell, the underground, the darkness. Hard fucking cement. It gives you that prison feel. You know what I'm saying? You know you're in a box. There's 3 people in here. Y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? Anything in particular? I think I just beat a dead horse over and over in 42 different ways. I'm gonna have to do one of these with Mark. I wanted to hop on Josh's live, but I never catch it. Best place to smoke and meditate. Facts. Nigga, I'm 10 minutes away from you, by the way. I have been for the last month and 2 weeks. When the fuck we gonna go in your basement? We could be on live together right now. You could be talking too. I ain't been in your temple in a hot minute, fam. I need to bless that altar. Oh, shout out to Chris Sideris. I'm currently wearing my wizard hood. Oh, snap. We need to get that going. Yes, nigga, we do. You need to check your text messages. I'm like, I'm 10 minutes away. Just letting you know. Whenever you want to kick it, my nigga. Come scoop me. We can chill in the basement. Try to hop on a live with Mark or something. Maybe even somehow get Chris or somebody, get some solutions going. Oh, today? Today? I might just have to stay awake then. I was getting ready to go upstairs and nap. Well, depending on what time you want to do this at. What you thinking, bro? What's good? What's the word? We can make the plan right here, right now. What's the word, Big Bird? Because I ain't got much else to say on here, you know. The information's the information. Everybody knows it. The problems are the problems. Everybody knows them. The solutions are the solutions. They're very simple. They might seem complex just because people don't want to do them, but they're very simple. I've stated them for 3.5 hours now. And we pull no punches. We don't soften it up for nobody. For nobody. You saying death, but I don't see a time, my nigga. I don't see a time under that death. Because if you talking about like 10 hours from now, nigga, I'll go to sleep. You talking about like an hour from now, I'll stay awake. We could be live all day. Talking this shit. Or we could do something completely else. Because I ain't been over there in a hot minute. I got to bless that temple. I got to bless that altar. I wonder how many people are going to sit through 3.5 hours of this. They say they want the solutions, but will they sit through it? A lot of motherfuckers don't want to read it. Because if you read the shit that I post, you know what I'm saying? Like, go to my fucking last video, which is like the first video that I made on this channel, probably like ever. Go to the fucking top comment, the pinned comment, click that shit. It's all right in there. And I'll be posting that shit everywhere on everybody's channel, all in the comment sections. Whatever people want to talk about, it's already written down. Whether it's this world, the astral, whatever the fuck. It's all written. I've been doing this for years. It's 2025 now. Time to stop talking about all the fucking problems and start getting to the solutions. No games, no bullshit. If niggas don't want to implement it, it's time to stop talking. Like, if motherfuckers don't want to talk solutions, stop talking. They don't want to implement solutions, stop thinking about the problems. You know what I'm saying? Niggas should have did it in 2020. Man, trying to sell real solutions as a book. Just giving the publisher a straight face. They're probably like, yeah, we're not publishing this shit. You know how many times he just said to kill people? You know how many people he just said to kill? This nigga talked about wiping out whole religions. Entire governmental structures. The entire monetary system. That would wipe out billions. Maybe. Maybe so. But it needs to be done. And the only reason it would wipe out billions is because we let it go this long. The longer you let it go, the more people will suffer when the solutions are implemented. The sooner you do the solutions, the less people suffer. And I always like to bring it back to Game of Thrones with Daenerys on her dragon burning down the Red Keep. Burning down King's Landing. If they had overthrown the Iron Throne a generation ago, 2 generations ago, 3 generations ago, they'd have never had to deal with Daenerys burning down their entire society. But someone had to do it at some point. And then Drogon burnt the fucking Iron Throne, because that's what everybody was fucking fighting over. The Black Dragon. Peep the mythos. Burnt down the Iron Throne. Shout out to Daenerys. Queen Lilith. On camera. Walks into the fire with the eggs, comes out with 3 dragons. Motherfuckers ask me, so who's your favorite character in that shit? I said, other than Daenerys, Drogon, nigga, the dragon. You ask me which character I am in that show, I'm Drogon. I'm the dragon, nigga. burning the Iron Throne. Mad as fuck at Jon Snow. Yeah, I think that's about it. I ain't got much else to say. Yo, Mike, holla at me. Text me, nigga. Let's link. Any of y'all want any requests? Want to ask any particular questions? Want me to make any videos about any? Because it won't be videos. My fucking my phone's fucking memory ain't got enough room for videos, so it's just gonna be lives. So I ain't deleting shit. Niggas gonna get 3-hour lives. But yeah, leave it in the comments. I'll holla at y'all. This shit off. Because I don't know how to shut this shit off. Which button works? Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Say the channel as unlisted video. That was a highlight. I don't know what the fucking highlights is. What's this button? This magic wand. Retouch. What the fuck is a retouch? That's the camera. That's the thing. Live. Where do I click that shit, huh? Do I just click the X? Fuck it. Let's see what happens. She want to stop streaming? Yes, I do.